That was weird. Sorry about that, guys. I just restarted it, so it should be back up. Yeah, if my chats could confirm that the stream is back, that would be groovy. Sorry about that. Don't know what the hell just happened.
I'm actually going to do something which I normally do on my streams, which I'm sure you won't mind me doing. Guys, everyone make sure you hit the like button on the stream that you're watching. Yeah. The reason why I'm just going to say that is because...
Hey, you know I won't, so go for it.
Promote and push. YouTube's algorithm likes it when we do stuff.
It does. It does.
Please do hit the like button.
Okay, great. And my chat's saying that I'm back.
So. It's free. It's free. There's no reason why not to do it. Now, I was going to say these energy pylons.
There you go.
You noticed that they look like
the Gauss cannon does it. By the way,
that's good.
One shot.
They look like the beams coming out of them should be facing a different direction.
Yes.
I don't know if you've...
Yes. Yes. Where you charge the pylons?
Yeah.
Yes.
It should be...
Yes.
Yeah, pointing in a different direction.
It's coming out of the top of it where it's solid versus coming out of the bottom where it's not.
Yeah.
Right. You're absolutely right. It's completely bugged and it's coming out the wrong side. It's probably an example of the art department getting it right and the implementation team not. So anyway, so back to so we are getting the exploration and the mining update. So that's good. You know, I'm looking forward to both of those. You know, they've also said maybe I've got something.
Okay, here it is.
Sorry guys. I think I know what it might be. Okay, I think it's fixed, guys. Forgive me about that. It's my fault. New computer build this week, and I think I've got something bound to the wrong hotkey, and it's actually pressing the hotkey for stop stream, which I just unbound. So shouldn't happen again. Forgive me, boy. I'm just all over the place.
That's just impressive.
Yeah, the beacon. Are we talking about the beacon being impressive?
Oh no, the key, the whole key.
Oh yeah. The beacon is impressive, though. I gotta say, this is one of my more, again, the art and sound departments continue to nail it.
Oh, 100%. And that's always the shame, I feel, where, you know, you've got these amazing set pieces, and unfortunately the gameplay around them isn't as, I guess, engaging
as it should be. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do we think about the Guardian relics that are inside our fighters giving us cancer? You know what I'm talking about? Like these, if you look at the left and the right of fighters, especially if you boost and they all staticked. I mean, they look cool.
Would they give you cancer though, or would they just fry your arms off?
Probably just fry us, I guess.
I mean, you are very kind of packed into them, aren't you? Like,
yeah.
I think with the fighters, it's Oh, and also that's a good point. Icky in my chat here has said it's okay. You aren't really a new fighter.
I guess that's true. You're not, are you? That's true. You're not.
So,
are you?
But saying there's so much electricity, lightning going on, wouldn't that interrupt the signal?
One would think.
Because telepresence can literally go across.
Yeah, it's subspace. Yeah, it's subspace.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Is there subspace in the
Well, it's not, but I'm going to call it that.
Which it travels through which? I don't know.
Hyperspace.
It goes through hand wavy space, isn't it?
Yeah, hand wavy. Yeah, absolutely.
Hand-wavy.
Which begs the question: why is there actually a holographic version of you sitting in the seat? Then
don't
ask too many questions. Don't overthink it.
Right? Do you want me to shoot anything?
No, I mean we can do it again. I charged it for him.
I just picked up the.
That's charged.
There, I just shot
key,
something.
Even though I don't need the key, but I picked it
up. Let me get back in my shop. So let's see. Continuing on, we just said that again. No premium content coming this year. I think that's probably a massive disappointment for some. Not totally surprising for others. Let's see.
Wow, That did not take long to charge.
Yeah, and that's really all those are all the key points that I had. You know, a few of the things that we said was surprising, just kind of how bad some of the communication in this is. It's nice to get, you know, if I try to go to a positive side of it, right? It is nice to finally get some communication, period. So that's definitely, you know, that's definitely nice. Beyond that, though, it sure is hard to spin this in any positive way, isn't it?
So you'll be pleased to know, Exegius, that I just did a flight assist off turn, keeping the pylon on target.
All right.
Thank you.
Sorry.
I just got teleported 8 kilometers away.
Did you?
In my fighter. Yeah, I was kind of like well and truly wedged inside of the.
Oh, and it kicked you out?
And activated it, and yeah, and it teleported me
Oh,
away.
interesting.
Daily scanner. Need to scan it, don't we?
Yeah, I can scan it. If I bind my scanner to something, there it is. So yeah, for those that haven't done this yet, and if you haven't unlocked the fighters, it's a massive pain in the ass, thanks to the Epsilon data. They are a lot of fun. They do look great. And on a side note, so far, seemingly they might be, other than their hull is really pathetic, the weapons so far are pretty damn effective. The shard cannon in some early testing I've done is, at close range, very powerful. Well, it'll be left to be seen, you know, how effective at all, if it is, for PvP.
Oh, I made a mistake.
What'd you do?
Mistakes were made.
You might sound.
Are you inside there? You're inside it, aren't you? And it closed around you. That's great.
Don't worry, Plater.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
So let's do the exact thing that caused the problem in the first place. Oh no, I'm not like, I feel more stuck. I look more stuck.
Can you get out? I got my asp stuck in there.
I mean, like, I should be able to. I should.
Oh, you know what? You can
sideways.
you can target these things and fire pack hounds at the pylons. Oh, of course, it doesn't actually hit the pylon though. It hits the wrong spot. Look at where it hits. Can you see where I'm shooting, Ascorbius? I have the pylon locked, but look at where it's actually hitting the structure. Oh, that's pretty funny. Did you say the plasma charger would not charge them?
Yeah, the plasma autocannon would not.
Okay, so I have the plasma charger, you know, the Guardian one in my main ship. Let me see if it'll do it. Oh, it doesn't look like it will either. Hold on a second. Don't fire on it, Ascorbius. Yeah, it won't charge. The plasma chargers don't do it at all. Interesting.
Well, there we go.
The Gauss cannon did it. That's weird.
So it must be, I don't know, thermal-based weaponry instead of absolute, does it?
Maybe. That might actually be exactly what it is. You're right, because the plasma chargers are absolute damage. I bet you're exactly right. That it takes either kinetic or thermal. Now we can get Plater out of there.
Cool.
And no, somebody on my stream just asked, no, I wasn't able to do it, Dunkel. I haven't yet killed. Have you guys killed a Interceptor with a Sidewinder yet?
No.
Gluttony Fang's done it, and I got close. I got 3 hearts down.
See how far away I am?
I just saw you teleport. Holy shit, yeah.
Yeah. This Olden, you're 100% right. Instructions unclear. Stuck inside Guardian Beacon. Oops. Incoming missile. Wait, what?
Where would that be coming from? They shouldn't do too much damage. You could probably outrun them too. Nope. But yeah.
Oh no.
Other than the drag effect.
Conditions.
Yeah, drag on them. Yeah. You know, honestly, their whole it's actually a lightweight pack hound rack I put on here just for screwing around like this because pack hounds are so much fun.
Where's the thingy? The key.
It should be at the bottom. Did you not get it last time, Plater?
I did, but it should eject another one.
Yeah, I'm after it.
And that's kind of the top tip if you have to do more than one
run
at a Guardian Ruins, is that just farm the key.
It is nice that you can just farm as many keys as you want, and you don't have to log in and out. So like that forum post, somebody posted on the subreddit, you know, I think the subject was trying to wrap my head around this, that you can do this over and over without logging, yet you have to do everything else multiple times logging, specifically the Epsilon data. It took me, I think 52 minutes to get 56 of them that I need. I had enough for the first fighter already. But, you know, 56 minutes of me just logging in and out, going to my turret, scanning that, going to my turret, scanning that one, logging out, logging in, going to my turret. I mean, just for 56 minutes, right? I just, sorry, we promised Ascorbius we weren't going to be salty all stream today. Right?
Yeah, you.
And Yamix isn't even here too, so it should be easier.
Do you know what we're talking about, Scorb?
Yeah.
But how bright is that? It's good enough.
Pretty damn right.
Yeah, Aposto, one of the leaders in my player group, just posted the quote, right? Squadrons is still a major part of the Beyond Chapter 4 update. However, fleet carriers specifically were prioritized and unfortunately won't be making it. What? I mean,
that was something that was promised almost a year ago.
Oh, it's again, it's
so Expo.
Yeah. I'm curious, like in my chat, like does anybody not agree with the fact that the fleet carriers are the main part of the update? Right? Is there anybody that thinks that that's not the case? I don't think so.
I think it was one of the highly anticipated.
I think I mean, I would argue that it was the most anticipated part.
Something so new. It wasn't like an improvement on a game mechanic. It was an addition to a new mechanic. And I think that was the thing that everyone always looks forward to. And unfortunately, they just didn't deliver. There is going to be no delivery whatsoever.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd rather find out now.
Well, I'd rather them not do it and it suck than them do. I'd rather them not do it and it come out good than them do it and it suck. I will say that, right? And part of me wonders if that's not the reason, right? If they've realized that something about it just isn't there, right, and isn't done right, and that if they release it the way it is now, you know, and they don't have time in the next 2 months to get that right, it really is hard to wrap your head around that, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, last year at the Expo, because this is when I got to have a chat with Sandro and Adam in person, sat there over breakfast, hungover as hell, talking about squadrons, being great test. Sitting there having a chat with them about it. And they were talking about, you know, some ideas around it, and it was all concept at that point. There was nothing had been decided upon. It was literally all concept stuff. And that's cool.
And this was when?
You know, and this was that October? Yeah, October last year. October 2017. So, you know, 10 months. It's a bit of a... and it could have been definitely... Maybe we shouldn't put to a priority, because as soon as they mentioned it, people went nuts in the crowd, didn't they, School?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Crazy. The idea of it, everyone was like, shit was lost. You know, it was just like... Yeah, right? I mean... Really exciting stuff.
You know, and we're also talking about a feature that No Man's Sky even has, right? I mean, you know, No Man's Sky has carriers where you can have all your ships and send them out on missions, and right?
Yeah. Only 4 players, though. I mean,
true. I mean, true. Right?
What, like wings that are much bigger than 4 players?
I was just about to say, right?
Oh no! I'm sorry, Scorb. I had to say it, didn't I? I had to say something.
You did.
But yeah, I mean, to be fair, like there is a very good. I mean, the difference between No Man's Sky and Elite Dangerous is, I think it's still a bit chalk and cheese. You are very much looking at the fact that one is a space sim.
Oh, sure.
One is a sci-fi game.
Sure, sure. I mean,
it's definitely different.
The only reason I compare them, or I mean, look, obviously they get compared because they're both space games, right? So they do, in a lot of ways, you know, appeal to a similar audience. No Man's Sky doesn't really appeal to me at all because I don't like survival games, right? I play Elite because of the flight mechanics that I'm doing right now, right? You know, I want to fly a spaceship, not survive. But it is also easy to compare, you know, 2 space games that 2 years ago had X amount of content. One had a lot of support from the community, a long history base of that community. The other had the entire hate of the entire internet plus getting death threats. And 2 years later, one of those teams of 10 or less have completely and totally turned it around and kicked ass and amazed everyone, where everything you read now about No Man's Sky is basically, wow, No Man's Sky's turned it around, or have they turned it around, or wow, you know, they've done this amazing thing, and now the chat around Elite is not that.
Yeah, that's It is sad.
Right? Yeah, I mean, and I have
You just
no
have to
desire
look
to
at-
switch, right? But those are the facts, right? You know, I mean, we get ship launch fighters that take, you know, probably for all three of them, start to finish, 6 hours to unlock. They get, you know, a creative mode with base building and freighters and terrain editability and yada. I mean, on and on and on, right?
Well, I'll tell you something. I'll just
Hey,
drop it
Ted.
in.
Hey!
Just drop in for a few minutes. I keep banging on about it. I know, crack record, but I do. City of Heroes. All right. For
Never
a
played City
large
of Heroes.
part of its time, City of Heroes was a paid subscription model, but it went free to play eventually. For the last few years of its life, it was free to play. During its existence from 2004 to 2012, it had 23 major free updates and 2 paid updates.
Okay.
Right? 23 free major in that time, and they pretty much always told us at least something of what was coming up. In some cases, we knew exactly what was coming up in a big announcement, in a big update, because it was story driven, and the story had been deliberately written to lead up to the fact that there was this big thing coming out. You know, like when they introduced villains and when they introduced the rogue zone, that you could have heroes turn up and they could be vigilantes and shift from being good to bad, things like that. We knew these were coming pretty much explicitly because they told us, and that is the one thing that Frontier never do, and I just do not understand it. They perpetually tease us with these little hints. Oh, something big's coming. Oh, this is nice. Oh, you're going to like this. We're not going to tell you what it is. We can't tell you yet. We don't know. Sorry, no information. And then you wonder why people get pissed off and go and play something else.
Yep.
You're just literally not telling them anything. You could sell this. You could pitch it. Okay, whatever you release is going to be bugged. We know this. It's going to have problems. You're going to have to fix it on the fly. That's not going to change whether you tell us what it is or not. There's no reason to play your cards so close to your chest when we all know that whatever you release is going to be bugged anyway.
Yep.
It's not like you're defending yourself or protecting yourself,
Yep.
because we know, you know. So just tell us what it is, then we can anticipate it.
Yep.
Because it's going to be bugged.
Well, and
You're
all
not
the
gonna get any
speculation
back.
and bitching can
Yeah.
stop, right? It's
Exactly.
Yes.
I mean, if they chuck us out atmospheric landings, say, then we know it's going to be bugged. People are going to complain about it when it's launched because that's what's going to happen, regardless.
Right. That's what's going to exactly. Exactly.
Accept that's going to happen.
Yes. Yes.
And just pitch it to us and let us enjoy the fact that it's coming anyway. Build us up for it. I don't know. Maybe get some new people to buy the game before it comes out because you're selling it as an advertising point. Just a suggestion.
Yep.
You know, don't like not tell us what's coming, because that's not going to serve any purpose.
I mean,
You're not
there
going
was
to win any
someone,
friends doing that.
someone who saw, I saw one of the comments on the teaser trailer, and they literally said that 34-second trailer showed all of the new content that's going to be in this update.
That's right.
And I mean, here we are sat at that thing that was featured in the teaser, and there isn't that much.
And it took
more.
34 seconds to charge the thing, doesn't it? Right? I mean, I mean, it may be a little longer than that, obviously, but it's right.
I wasn't being efficient.
No, but my point is, like, yeah, this is pretty much all there is to it, right? I mean, this is very cool. I wouldn't say the new structure, which we're going to head to in a second as we chat, it's, you know, it's a new layout. It's actually worse than the other ones because it's such a pain in the ass because so many more sentinels spawn at it. So the whole process of unlocking the fighters is so much more work than things like it in the past have been, right? Why do they lock all this stuff behind? For one fighter, I would say, again, if you've never done any of the Guardian stuff and you're brand new to it, would you guys say it's a 4-hour process to do one fighter? Maybe 3? From sitting down, outfitting, and unlocking it.
Several, yeah.
I mean,
Right.
if you include the travel time as well.
The whole thing.
And actually, you know what? I mean, I started unlocking them when I already had loads of other parts.
Well, me too. Right, exactly.
Literally the only thing that I needed. So, I mean, if you're talking about gathering
Zero-
the power conduit,
Exactly.
the
Exactly.
Guardian technology components,
The technology components, exactly.
Sentinel
Wreckage
that's
components. Yep.
plus the Epsilon data. I mean, Epsilon data is actually not that bad. I mean,
it took me forever.
If you follow the guide on my channel self-promotion, I say where to find them, and it is literally it's boring. Don't get me wrong, it's boring, and it's unless you want to literally fly around each Guardian site on the off chance, go down there, scan what's there, leave, go to a different one.
Of course, and nobody's going to. Of course, you're not going to
maintain your immersion.
Right.
It's not very funny. No one's personal narrative involves flying around planet to planet, scanning something that may or may not give you what you want when you can just do it quicker.
That's right. That's right.
Right.
I mean, why does Elite's always been the game where you have to? The way I've always looked at it is there's days or hours, multiple hours when I work, so that then later I can play. Why is that? Right? Why does and it's just the nature of the beast. We all know it's that way, right? And there's days I spend 4 to 6 hours just grinding out materials and doing engineering, so that then later I have whatever ship or experimental effect I want, so I can have some fun and play some combat. Or I go grind out credits for 4 to 6 hours, so that later I can afford the almost 2 billion I've spent on rebuys already, right? Why? I mean, I've never ever seen a video game that worked that way.
I've got a question for you. This whole thing with the new thing. So we've got three sectors where these beacons could be. Now, not systems, but sectors, and you had to go and find them. And there's no tools to help you narrow it down.
Right, because they don't even show on the galaxy map as Civilization Guardian, do they?
No. But then they wouldn't do that anyway unless you visited them.
The other ones do.
The only thing is that you jump into the system, and as long as it's within 1,000 light seconds,
you'd see it.
Right, but there's no gameplay there.
Exactly.
You're just jumping.
You're working again.
Jumping, so you can see it jumping.
Yep.
Why didn't they do some sort of Marco Polo kind of thing, or like Minesweeper or something? So you go to a system and you scan, and it shows you how hot or cold you are, and you can see like You've been given the whole thing. So we've seen an energy source. Like, you've been told there's a goddamn energy source there. So why didn't you show this big glowing nebulous energy source when you look at it? Holy crap, that's covering a big wide open area.
Yep.
And so it's your job then to go to the edges and say, okay, let me scan again, to try and narrow it down, to triangulate the position, instead of like players needing to have like a degree in like trigonometry and shit. But then it says, right, well, it's not here, and this part of that big glowy thing is now much smaller because it's obviously not in this location. Go to the opposite side, and then you can narrow it down. And eventually, you get to the actual system, which is the signal is emanating from. That is gameplay. That is not, go to first system. Is it there?
Yep.
Is it there?
Somebody in my chat asked...
Third system. No. Oh, fuck it, I'm going to just go on Canon's website. They've already done this shit.
Exactly, right?
But
somebody...
that's what people do.
No, you're right, absolutely. Or they come to our videos, or, I mean, absolutely they do, right?
And this is the thing I keep saying about grind. People are, grind. But as I keep saying, sport is the oldest grind humanity has. It's the same thing over and over again. All sports are, by definition, the same thing, and yet we all watch games, we all play games. And why is that? And that's because in sport things have a bit of variety and a bit of skill, and it's because the laws of physics are not identical each time. When you hit a ball, it's not going to land in exactly the same spot because of friction, nets, current, all this, wind, whatever.
Right.
And your skill as the human is to try and overcome those little vagaries and try and make that ball hit that same spot every time. And that's why people do it. It's the grind. People appreciate the skill of sport.
Right. Well, I mean, there's also
parking next to an obelisk and logging in and logging out and logging in and logging out.
Right.
There is no variety. There is no skill.
Right.
So that is grind.
Right.
That is grind that you do not.
I mean, well, sometimes I click the mouse button with a different finger.
Change it up a little bit.
A lot of variety.
Change it up.
I mean,
you sometimes click the mouse button after making your arm go dead.
Well,
you close your eyes and fish around on the screen and go, I'm going to click there. Is that right? But that's the thing. There's no skill in any of this grind.
That's right.
Even when you're killing rats in Warcraft, like because you need to kill 300 of them to get one rare drop or something. At least there's a bit of variety in the way they attack sometimes, But there is no variety. There is no skill in the grind in Elite at all.
Yeah.
So when you stick an arbitrary number on something
skill.
like. You need 26 of these. Why do you need 26 of these Epsilon data units?
Right. Why do you need 78 of them?
Who decided that number? And the point is, do you get 3 from each drop now?
You do.
Anyway,
You do.
Because they screwed it up in the first place, giving you 1, and they decided, I know, rather than put some skill element.
Right. We'll just triple it.
The amount you get.
Right.
What? It makes no sense. There is no skill, there's no variety, there is no joy, there is no fun.
Well, I would argue that each of the things, like doing the beacon the first time, doing the structures that we're heading to now the first time is really cool. Doing it the third time is really cool. Right? I've now done this structure puzzle we're going to see. I've literally done it 71 times now. I mean, seriously, I've done it 71 times to make all the videos that I have, and between my 2 different accounts to unlock the FSD and all that kind of shit, right? It's not fun the 71st time anymore. It's frustrating as fuck, right? That
I've probably not eaten Weetabix 71 times.
I mean, right? Like, I mean, like it's somebody in my chat asked, then why do we love it so much, right? And I would say, I have a joke answer, a real answer. The joke answer is I always said Elite is like a really, really hot girlfriend who is just a fucking bitch, right? When it's good, oh my God, is it good? But man, when she is pissed off, it just sucks. Right.
Don't forget that she's a perpetual tease.
Well, exactly. Right.
She's always promising.
Yeah, that's right. But that birthday comes around. Well, on your birthday, oh my God, it's so good. You wait until Christmas for it again, right?
I don't know how to break this to you, Exegius, though. She doesn't just tease you, mate.
Well, yeah, well, no shit, right?
I know.
No shit, right? But the thing there is, in seriousness, the thing about Elite is I think we all would agree, and again, we tried not to be salty today, and it's just hard to not go there with this update today, with this announcement. But when Elite is good, it's fucking awesome.
Oh,
right?
It's the best.
I mean, when it's exactly when you get into VR and you experience something for the first time, or especially if you're a combat fan, and I'd say for me, PvP almost saved the game for me, because it does kind of back to Turgeon's thing about sport, right? For me, PvP is different every time, right? Every different encounter, every different component, every different kind of weapon, strategy, CQC, same thing, right? Awesome game mode, right? But the things that go around that, the work that it takes to get to have those enjoying moments is what is so hard to get past, right? Unfortunately, when it's good, it's so good, it's worth it.
Why didn't they put these fighters in CQC?
Oh, that's another great answer. That's another... Exactly. Exactly.
Because then you could experience them, go, oh, these are cool, I want to grind for this. You could do it then.
Yep, totally
Put
agree.
it in CQC as a standalone module.
Oh, just put them in CQC, period.
Get people in.
Right?
Get people in to buy the game because they're playing CQC.
Well, if you ask me, CQC should be made free to play. CQC should be straight up free to play. I know. Well, it was sold as an extra, as an add-on, wasn't it?
Because they did it for free after, and then they took it away because it was too much to maintain.
Did they? Okay.
For a standalone module, no one could play it, and that was the issue. Is that because it had no development going into it, and you can't expect people to join in and play something if there's no development going into it, because it becomes old, becomes stagnant. Or if it's broken and never gets fixed, mostly broken. So
it becomes old and stagnant. 26 epsilon data.
Yeah. Exactly.
How do you balance these two mindsets?
Progression and development. You either have to do constant story-driven content and updates. Because, for example, I want to talk about World of Warcraft for a minute. That is very much that's a game that essentially core gameplay has not changed that much. When you think about it, you're still doing all the same stuff. You go into dungeons, you find groups of people. It's become easier to do, easier to achieve these, taking part in these things. But it's still the same stuff. And regularly, everything that you've done gets wiped, and then you have to go forward and carry on doing it. And all that top tier gear that you did and stuff, it's gone. But that's because the goalposts are being extended. The gameplay is being increased. There's adding more, level cap going up, as well as more content, more things to do. But in Elite Dangerous, everything just gets moved around a little bit. It gets shuffled. Yeah, so you've got the... Okay, it's patch day. What we've done is we've pulled the curtain across, we've shuffled the pieces, and now we've opened it again. And enjoy. Get yourself involved.
Well, and how long did it... With this patch, how long did it take you guys to pretty much explore all the new content? I mean, I was done in 4 hours.
Well, let's assume we've found it all.
Oh, okay,
So,
okay, fair enough, fair enough. I guess I'd say everything in the patch notes. But no, that's fair, that's fair. Well, actually, you know what, that's a good segue to the next thing I think we should discuss, if like to get something a little more positive, is talking about the Gnosis jumping into Cone. Right. I'll preface that for those that don't know what we're talking about. So the Gnosis is one of the mega ships. It's the Cannon Research mega ship. And so they've decided, I guess with Frontiers, let them, whatever, they're going to jump into the Cone sector on the 6th, if I'm remembering right. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, on September 6th. It'll be there for a month. You have to be on the Gnosis before it gets there. We can find the links and get them to you guys. They're in the forums and the Reddit. But once it jumps in there, there's been some speculation and rumor about what it's going to find. And part of that has been potentially, it's one of the rumors that I've heard is they think it's potentially going to find a Thargoid hive ship. It's also rumored to the new Hydra, which is the level 6 or level 9 threat that was added in the update that then subsequently got immediately bugged. Apparently, are rumored to be there as well. So it's still a little bit of speculation. The negative bummer about it is if you to go there, you've got to be on the Gnosis, and then you're essentially stuck there for a month because you can't jump out of the system until the Gnosis jumps out. So the only way to leave the system early would be to self-destruct and take a default Sidewinder, meaning you would lose the value of that entire ship. You'd lose any engineering. You could. One friend of mine said he was going to store all his modules on it, self-destruct, take a Sidewinder, and then transfer the modules from the Gnosis, because it does at least have outfitting. It does not have a shipyard though. And so, so it's like I'm there in my alt account, my exploration account. I'm guessing or curious if you guys are. I know Obsidian's not here today, but I know Obsidian is on it in his alt account as well. So yeah, what have you guys heard? What do you guys think?
Well, all I know is that there will be Goids. That's kind of that's the I've seen the information from the poster from Canon, just saying they're working with the Anti-Xeno Initiative and all this kind of stuff. And obviously the Anti-Xeno Initiative as well are doing what's called the Second Labour, where they are literally all shipping out to go and fight these things, which is pretty cool. I mean, that's personal narrative done right.
It is.
Emotion content and stuff, it's all those key buzz phrases, but they are correct.
I think it's a bit of a bummer that it's going to be there for a month, because I think that does, again, severely limit who can do this.
Yeah, it does. But everyone has an opportunity to go and to be there and be ready.
They do, right?
But you do have to travel 1,600 light years to then get on the Gnosis before you go and...
I got on it its last stop when it was only like 500 away, but yeah, now I guess my question is, I'll admit, I'm going to be really surprised if they do find a hive ship. And B, I'm also going to say, sorry to be negative again, but I'm going to say if that's the case, I think that's another case of it's a bummer that they've once again locked something like that into an area that if you don't get there in the right time, if you don't have the right ship to go out there for it, if you're not willing to dedicate a month of gameplay to it, you're not going to get to see this thing firsthand. So like most things, you're going to have to see it on YouTube. Right, and I think...
And if it is them, sorry to be a bit salty, but why is it Canon gets to see it first?
That's another...
because they're the only ones really who've been, like... Right, they've got the manpower...
That's right.
To solve the puzzles with the audio scans, and it should be in-game.
That's right.
It should be in-game.
Well, hell, most players don't even necessarily...
Now to solve all.
Well, here's another thing. What in-game would tell you who Cannon Research is? Nothing.
No one.
Right? I mean, there's no way to learn any of this information from the game. If you didn't, if you weren't watching streams, paying attention to the forums, YouTube, right, and all that kind of stuff, which, look, we're all happy to have you guys watch us. We're all happy to deliver the content for you guys, but it shouldn't have to be this way, right? It shouldn't be required to do it this way.
I think I just clobbered your Anaconda, Plato. Sorry about that.
Please don't. It's got exploration shields on, which is about 400 megajoules. It's not gonna last. If you damage it, there'll be trouble.
And no, somebody... sorry, just to clarify a couple of questions I've seen somebody say, if you're out in Cone Sector and you die, you absolutely would respawn on the Gnosis. It doesn't have a shipyard in the sense that you can dock there. That doesn't mean you wouldn't respawn in your ship there. A shipyard would mean you can't transfer a ship there or transfer a ship out. Right, so if you're in that sector, you're doing combat, and you get exploded, absolutely you would respawn in that ship just fine. Right.
Great just question from someone here in chat, which actually probably is worth answering. Dead Star Omega here has asked, will we be able to transfer modules to the Gnosis after the jump in? The answer would be yes.
I would agree. Yeah, I mean, right.
No reason why not?
They would have to change the game mechanic to break that.
It's a good point. So what you could potentially do is, prepare all of your anti-Xeno stuff.
Yep.
For the jump. Don't worry about transferring it until you realise how much trouble you're going to be in.
Well, what we were suggesting to people was what I would do if I was going to do it for combat is I would engineer a Guardian. I mean, if I was going to engineer, I would build or engineer a crate. Right, I would jump in with the crate with at least heavy duty or military grade heavy duty hull, because once you get there you can store the hull and it'll put a lightweight on it. So now you've got an exploration crate. You transfer all your weapons and hull engineering and shields and all that over. So now you've got one ship that you can have a 55. Pretty easy engineered with the FSD booster, a 55 light year jump range crate that's great for exploration, and then you've got pretty much the best anti-Thargoid ship, in my opinion, in the game, right? Transfer all the weapons to it, and bam, you've got one ship that if you are going to be there for a month, I definitely think that's the way to do it.
I mean, I've transferred an Anaconda out there that's unengineered apart from jump range because it's on my second account.
Yeah.
And, it's... The second account has no unlocks.
Right. Me too. I'm in my exploration asp, right?
I just can't be bothered,
Yeah. I've got a few unlocks in it that I did just to do videos for my channel because I'd already unlocked everything by the time I started the channel. But other than that, yeah, I'm waiting. I have no interest in engineering ships. Like, I got no interest to grind out things for 2 different accounts, right? Why the hell would I do that?
Yeah.
I went to the futility pass here, but that's about it. That's all I've done.
Yeah, exactly.
I might have done guns on this account because Ascorbius is not much of a fighter.
Gotcha.
Ascorbius is supposed to be a baddie.
Right.
Supposed to be.
And yeah, and I think, a couple of people have said they went in an exploration ship because they thought it would be, the point was to explore unexplored space, and that absolutely is part of the goal, right? That's been up until the last several days. That was kind of the point, right? Now this hype has grown around there being Thargoid content there, which it sure would have been nice if that buzz had come out a week or so ago, so people would have had more time to prepare for it, because I think that appeals to a much wider audience. But the idea of finding unexplored stuff, and my hope would be that if there is a hive ship found, there will be some sort of cinematic or some sort of interesting thing that is non-combat related, at least to get to see something.
I mean, like a quick time event.
Right.
Kind of.
That's right. That's kind of what the hype predictions initially were, right? Exactly what the hype predictions were.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I mean, as everyone knows, my first hype prediction, I immediately opened fire on the Thargoid as soon as I could.
That's what we do.
I mean, don't blame me. I mean, no. Yeah, all right, you probably could blame me. I mean, a lot of people have blamed me personally for the Thargoid War. I'm pretty sure the storyline was decided beforehand.
I think Jameson started it a couple hundred years ago, didn't he?
No, he finished it.
Right.
He finished it.
He did.
Well, that's my point.
He
right?
did the mic drop.
That's right.
Peace out,
I actually think it's a shame. The original hype predictions to me were much cooler than they are now, right? When they came from behind you and the music and the sound was much creepier and you didn't know what was going on. And now the hype prediction itself was cool, but once you drop it, it's just like, oh, hey, here we are. We're going to shut you down. Oh, we're scanning you. Okay, we're going to leave.
I wish that I'd been hype predicted in VR for the first time.
Oh, I was.
I've only recently picked up VR.
Oh, it was...
I just...
Yeah.
Would love to go back and experience that.
To me, the two coolest things I've ever seen in VR was the hyperdiction and capital ships dropping in. Right? Those two things in VR are just incredible.
Cool. I got hyperdicted in VR for the first time.
Yeah.
So that was awesome.
Yeah. And sorry, Plate, I didn't mean to cut you off there, buddy.
That's right.
Yes, you did.
Well,
it's right. I mean, Americans have been cutting Brits off in one way or another.
That's true.
Centuries now.
Ooh, man, that little salt there, huh? Little salt.
You guys said no salt. You lied.
I'm sorry we kicked your ass, and now we have the bigger, better, freer country.
Look what you did with this.
I mean, I'm not gonna say all the things running through my mind.
We're just a lot stupider. We're just a lot stupider.
The reason why I won't say anything is, obviously, Mrs. Plater is American.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's
right. I do like America as a country.
And you want to have sex again? I get it.
At some point. Plus, according to my analytics, about 33% of the people watching are also American. So, hey guys,
I was just gonna. That's actually an interesting question. I wonder. We'll have to look later, Plater, what your breakdown of USA to UK is versus mine. Like, I wonder if you have a stronger UK audience than I would. Given your dulcet tones, right?
No, you never know. I mean, what I will say is that typically, 33% Brits, 33% American, and 33% the rest of the world. That's literally the way it works. I don't think I have. I'm looking real quick. I don't think I have that high of a UK audience. I think it's like, I want to say mine's over 50% US. By the way, have we not had a single Sentinel spawn? No. The reason why we haven't. Okay, I will make them happen. Oh, you haven't charged any of the pylons yet, have you? No, I haven't.
I'll get back in my ass because I'm going to shoot them for you.
The pylons.
That's why I'm in my fighter.
Yeah, so none of the pylons will pop up until you've activated the two at the very top.
Right. Yep. Okay, yeah, by the way, my viewer percentages are 42% United States, 20% UK. And then everything else. Right? Interesting.
Okay. This is upside down. Nah, this is the right way up. Okay, we have got Sentinel spawns.
I'm coming. Although since I'm not in VR, I can't really see him very well. Where the hell? Shoot at him for me so I can find him.
Trouble, isn't it?
It's so damn dark.
Yeah, I was acing him. Well, for a version of acing.
Where is he, Plater? Have you got him targeted? Oh, I see him now. I see him now.
Yeah, it's the one shooting me. It's the one shoot.
I'm on him.
It's one shoot me straight in the face.
Not in the face.
Of course, I'm like overheating on the second damn shot. Does this one? Oh, no. No, it doesn't one shot him, does it?
No, I mean like no pressure or anything. But
no, I'm on him.
I'm coming.
I got him. He's dead.
Maybe.
Oh no, he's not.
Where is he?
I'm melting myself. This stupid Gauss cannon. Boy, this isn't doing a great job. Oh, my thrusters just malfunctioned. Great, flying this thing FA off is not... Oh, there he goes. You got him. I wasn't much help there.
I took care of it.
Did we figure out that the plasma chargers doesn't do any damage against him either? I don't think. Because of absolute damage.
Absolutely ridiculous if that's the case. That is like one of the things that makes no sense whatsoever.
I wonder if my pack hounds will.
Like, are we going to find ourselves in a situation where we're only going to have weapons like when larger Guardian AI vessels turn up, which I think they might.
Could be.
I feel like it would be damage them with every weapons.
I was just about to say, somebody in my chat just posted that killing Guardians with Guardian weapons, poor Guardians.
Apparently we can't.
That is kind of an interesting point.
Yeah.
I'm coming.
I'm gonna try to pack hound him.
Oh God, Skull! What are you firing at it with?
Didn't seem like pack hounds did much, did it?
That's right.
Come on, I can't target him now.
Oh, he's got point defense.
Me.
Thank goodness.
Oh, I didn't bring point defense. I should. That was a good man. Oh, I don't know if I
Yeah.
killed him or not. It blew up right when I hit him, though.
Oh,
But I hit him with the plasma charger, so maybe not.
Oh, wow. And it's leaving behind Guardian wreckage components as well, which
Oh,
is
good.
super handy.
Oh, good, good, good.
It's just something I need, which is good.
If we, you know, like, let's see, we've been an hour so far. Do we want to keep chatting Cone Sector? Do you guys still have other stuff to throw in, or do we want to play a round of Jeopardy?
I mean, guys are still kind of chatting about the cone
Okay,
sector and
okay.
stuff like that in my chat. So,
No, that's fine, yeah.
Well,
We can keep
we'll have
answering
to chat
questions
about
there.
that.
Sure, sure.
It is going to be. I do think it's going to be a. Legion Sentinels.
Is there another one?
Yeah, there's two more, in fact. But yeah, so I think it's going to be an interesting excursion. I'm definitely happy to go on it, just to see kind of what happens, really. Because what's gonna what on earth is going to be there? Oh God, my poor.
I don't think it's doing anything to it, by the way. Plasma charger or missiles.
That is really, really sad. I mean, you are hitting it though, aren't you? I mean,
Oh yeah, I've got it targeted.
Haztech, point defense does not work against Thargoid swarms. The only thing that works against Thargoid swarms is flak. No, flak. Yeah, flak launchers.
What the hell is that
And
noise?
Also,
Sorry.
Oh yeah, that's my bin men coming around, taking the bins away.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so.
Yeah, guys, he means
also
trash
what-
man.
Oh,
Sorry, I had to.
I mean, both are accurate. Sorry, the waste disposal.
There you go. There you go.
But yeah, the something else that does work against swarms as well is some of them, they happen in like debris fields, like proper debris fields, like which is just like small chunks of stuff everywhere. If you manage to get an interceptor in there, then as soon as it spawns its first swarm, they spin around it and they just smash into all of the debris and get destroyed. That's like super satisfying when that happens. Doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, if they slam into the ships and stuff that are in the debris area, yeah.
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 That's pretty satisfying when that happens, because it's just like, huh.
All right, I'm coming back with the Lance. And yeah, some of my chat are also saying it's just, you know, back to where we're talking about the post from today, is that, you know, it's just so disappointing that there wouldn't be any detail whatsoever, right? That again, it's a non-announcement announcement, right? It's an announcement of what we're not getting, right? There's nothing at all but what we are going to get. Yeah, I think it's a good thing you brought beam lasers.
Yeah.
Right.
But how cool is that fire
good,
look
teacher.
flying around?
I did good. Teacher
It's
happy.
good, but I keep overheating so badly. There we go. I just need another one. It's so
Oops,
damaged.
what was that?
Oh, that was me blowing up my fighter on purpose.
Oh, there's something I need over there.
Let's check right now. Is all the systems are got permit locks? Oh yeah. So somebody's asking about the Gnosis and everything being permit locked there, and the idea is that it's so permit locked you can't get into it, but once you're in it, there's enough space that you can jump around inside it, right? So that's why once you get there, you won't be able to get out, but you can, you know, look around in it while you're there.
I feel like there's going to be a mad rush to see who can actually get their name on that system.
Oh, I completely
I think
agree.
it's going to be a massive PvP fest.
Oh, I know a couple, and I think it's potentially going to be a grief fest in open there, because I know several friends that are of that persuasion that are already on the way to the Gnosis in their combat ships, right? So I definitely think there's going to be some of that. I think it's going to be a shit show in open, right? Which is a bit of a shame, but it's a little bit to be expected. Every time there's something like this that congregates people, right? There's going to be people, you know, that want to laugh at bullying everybody, right?
Thing to make sure you get your name on the planet, isn't it?
Oh, it is. It is. Sure.
Did you scan that? No, you didn't.
Sure. Right. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm always of the. I mean, my viewers know I'm always of the mindset that, you know, like I in some ways I don't even like something like this being grief to me doesn't make sense. If you have the ability, the ship, the skill, and everything to get there, you should know how to carry yourself. And if you do choose to play in open there, You know, you've chosen to put yourself in that level of risk, right? It's unfortunate, I think we all would agree, that there's no benefit to that additional risk, right? You know, there's no reason almost to play an open other than the, you know, like I try to play an open just because of the you know, immersion of it, the, you know, whatever you want to call it, my personal narrative. But it is very hard to argue to somebody that you should play this in open when you get nothing out of it. I thought it was interesting. I did a poll on my channel a while back that the question specifically was, if open was buffed, should open be buffed for just everything in open, CGs in open, or no, not at all, right? And this wouldn't be a nerf for solo. Nothing would change for solo. It would just be a buff to open. And the majority of people that answered no, that said no, it shouldn't be, their answer was, you know, that wouldn't be fair to solo players because solo players shouldn't take a pay cut. And I just was like, how does that possibly affect solo at all? If you play in solo, why do you care? Right? It doesn't affect you, right? Your pay is exactly the same it was yesterday as it is today.
It's not a pay cut.
Exactly, right? But
It's
if
a
I'm
pay
taking the
price.
extra risk, shouldn't I get extra pay for that? Of course you should, in my opinion.
Also, once you have your first 200 million, you can literally earn 1 billion credits in a day.
Oh, absolutely
At that
you can.
point,
Absolutely you can.
That is it. So
that's right.
Your first, you know, your first 100 mil is probably the most difficult, and after that you start, you know, it takes money to make money because you buy a bigger ship.
That's right.
Equip all that kind of
That's
stuff.
right. Credits become meaningless at some point.
Yeah, and the thing is, the only people that complain about
sorry,
the only people that complain about
What just
having,
happened?
like,
I wanted to
credit
land.
earning.
It was quicker to kill my S fighter than dock it.
So the only people that complain about credits are the people that don't have any because they're not playing lots of. Complain about other people having credits. Are those people that aren't playing as much as those people who or don't want to do grinds. And it's like, you know what? It's completely optional.
That's right.
But
That's
then
right.
again, you know, it's you can't complain about Bill Gates being a billionaire.
That's right.
I think you'll find that he built that himself.
That's right. That's right. And it doesn't. It has no effect on your gameplay whatsoever. Right? If I earn more credits because I'm taking more risk, and you're only going to play in solo, that I mean, by definition, it doesn't affect you in any way, shape, or form. You only play in solo, right? I mean, if it was the other way around, if it was a nerf to solo to therefore make open pay better, that all right, I could see that being a bad thing, right? But again, specifically for community goals being done in open, I've never understood why those don't pay higher for people that do it in open. You're taking all this extra risk that the person doing it open or solo or private are taking none of that risk, and you're making the same pay. And this is coming from me as a PvP pirate. I want people to get a buff pay in CGs because I want them to be encouraged to do it in open. Right?
I've got some more.
That makes sense.
More little guys coming out.
Yeah, I decided I would come in
Really
my SRV. I'd probably be more help that way.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you can't damage them in, that's so.
Yeah, exactly, right. Well, the Lance does it with the Gauss cannon, but it's so. And see, somebody told me not to bring the Shard cannon fighter, the Trident, or
I don't know who did
I
that.
don't know, man. God, that guy was a moron, wasn't he?
Yeah, probably. Sounds about right.
What would you do if I ran to the head of the site and charged the 2 pylons and stole the vessel blueprint? Do you even need it? I thought you had all 3 fighters.
No.
We're just doing this. We're doing this just to do it.
Well, do you want me to help with the pylon, with the science?
Well, that's why
I can
I'm heading to
like-
the head of the site right now.
I need the Sentinels. That's what I need. So,
Oh, okay, okay. I gotcha. So you just need us to kill the
floating
Sentinels
rocks,
for you.
I'm glad to see they fixed that bug. Floating rocks.
What's that?
That's what's good. Have you not seen the floating rocks at Guardian sites before?
I don't. Oh, not at Guardian sites. I've seen floating rocks before, but I don't think I've seen them specifically at Guardian sites.
Yeah. So, actually, one thing about the Gnosis jumping into a terminal system that's going to be full of Hydras is that's not a problem because the vulnerability content is
Exactly.
dodgeable.
Yeah, exactly. You just don't drop into those signal sources, right? I mean, since they can't grab you, there's no risk to going there. That's absolutely a good point to make.
Yeah, I'll just touch on that. That's the thing, because I mean, they haven't had time or inclination or whatever to do some staged thing, as far as I'm aware. I mean, it wouldn't be, it wouldn't be in keeping with their MO with things. Do you know what my suspicion is? All they're going to find out there is the wreckage of one of the long-range human ships that tried to hyperjump too far in the past.
I think that's
They'll find
more
some
likely.
Some wreckage with a beacon or two in it, with some message, some cryptic message about Thargoids. And that's all they'll
Or
find
some audio signal
One
that we
of
have
the
to use
lost
Audacity
ships.
for again.
Yeah, but no, that is my best bet. It'll be one of the lost human ships that made a big jump and disappeared. Because there's 2 or 3 in Elite lore, and it'll be some beacons about being jumped by Thargoids or something. And it'll just be some wreckage with a beacon.
Is there another Sentinel over here?
Oh, we got Sentinel. Hang on, I'm just moving my.
Yeah,
camera.
I'm on my way to him.
Oh, am I stuck on?
Way.
Yeah, I'm stuck.
He's spawning.
You needs helps.
Are you stuck? Like, as in?
No, it's okay. I'm just.
Oh, this Sentinel's bugged. He can't get out from underground.
Do you need a boop?
No, I'm good. I don't. No boops necessary.
I've never seen this one. There's like the ground erupting over here, guys, and the Sentinel can't get out.
Wait, what?
That was the same as well when they first brought the Sentinels in. It was the same time as they changed the rules for the ground bases that were guarded by ships, and so you just arrived at a location. I'm guarded by a ship, and the ship did nothing. It just stayed parked on the ground, or sometimes it was parked underground, shooting at you. And they were supposed to have fixed that, but as we can see, Guardian Sentinels can still tunnel, apparently.
This is another just tip for maybe viewers, if you guys know it, is when the Sentinels start shooting at you, if you set your SRB handbrake or parking brake, it makes it a lot harder for them to flip you over.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know that tip. I'm assuming you guys do.
What I usually tend to do with them is just break their line of sight, because they're not.
That works too. Yeah.
Marvelous ancient technology there. You know,
Yep.
when you go, I can't see him. He's gone behind that.
Exactly. Well, I guess I'll just stop shooting.
Okay.
He disappeared.
Yeah.
Well, it's an interesting thought. Now the whole go off on tangent. Now, if you're talking about like kind of encountering an alien race of some kind, and the way that they think versus the way that we think. Now, and this is, I guess, an example of, you know, when we first started fighting Thargoids, one of the reasons why humans were so good at killing each other is because we've had thousands and thousands of years to perfect it. Versus Thargoids, they turn up and actually, you know, we've perfected it already. But it's, some people have. But if we encountered, you know, Guardian Sentinels, something similar to this, they don't behave in a way that we would recognise. We wouldn't behave in a way that they would necessarily recognise. You know, you intention and body language and even technology is all very much individual. Because I mean, I'm sure there's
very much Professor Plato, except for the fact that Ramtar has extensive archives on the Guardians that basically say they're the same as us.
No, he's got extensive amounts of Guardian pornography.
All of them.
That he hasn't.
The only major difference between them and us, apart from the fact that they started up chasing things with their extensible scissor arms or something, was because they have more sign language in their communication than we do, because of their strange extra joints. That's literally the only difference.
Yeah, do we have any sense of what they look like? Has there ever been any?
They also don't like sweet potatoes.
Yes, well, yeah, that's true, they don't. But we've been told ish what they look like, but we still don't know. You know, my best guess from the descriptions, you know, the cloner species in the Star Wars film, whichever one it was.
Kaminoans?
That's the ones. The ones that live on the water planet. They're all sort of tall and thin and aquatic looking.
Yeah.
That's my best guess. They look like that, except with red skin and a weird extra joint on their arm that's like a mantis scissor. That's kind of what the description kind of says they look like ish, but
did you get
we
it later?
don't
Okay,
know.
there you go.
Ramtar does. Ramtar knows exactly what they look like, and after 2 years of having encountered them, or however long it is, we don't know. Nobody in the galaxy.
But Ramtar does.
Yeah,
supposedly.
Yeah, he's got extensive audio, video, photographs.
So why isn't he sharing
diaries?
So then what the fuck are we getting to see that then?
Exactly.
His extensive files.
Yeah.
Why have we not
Good
got
quote.
even one image? One image. Well, it's probably the same reason that we only have one painting of each of the main power play characters after 5 years, 4 years, however long that is.
Haven't been asked to do it.
Yeah, it's pretty much what it is. Oh,
I mean,
you can rest assured that everyone at Frontier knows what these things look like. But you're talking about the girl with the teasing skirt again, aren't you? They're not going to show us.
Nope, they sure aren't.
They've got all this information there, but it's their private game. They're not going to show us.
Hey, Plater, you've got a whole bunch of vessel blueprints already, don't you? Because you got the bugged ones, didn't you?
Yeah.
Ascorbius, do you need? You're not in your SRV yard. I'm going to go steal the blueprint just cause.
Oh, I'll just defend you then.
Yeah.
That's my job.
Cool, but you want the vessel poop.
Oh, actually, I don't have a key. Who's got a key? Plater, do you have a key?
I have
a key.
Can somebody poop a key out for me?
Here's a station you might like.
I've got a couple of keys.
I'm
going to be using them.
My Echo just thought when I said something about key, it thought I wanted some music. Alexa, stop! It just started. All of a sudden, she just said, "Here's a station from Alicia Keys you might like." Right? Like, no, it's not what I said.
Why don't you say, I'd never play that again?
Alexa, stop! It's actually playing music. That's hysterical. When I first got it, I had my speakers set up where people could text chat to me on stream, and it would actually speak it to me, and it would come out my speakers. And one guy all of a sudden went, I'm not going to say her name because I don't want to wake up, but her name, order a dildo. And all of a sudden she goes, I'm sorry, I can't find a dildo. Right?
Oh, Yamix did that to me.
Did he?
He stayed over at my house. He said her name because I have one as well.
Yep.
Order dildos, and he started pissing himself laughing, and then it started reading out the description of all these dildos from this website, and I'm like, Alexa, stop! Alexa, for God's sake, stop! And he was crying.
Oh,
yeah,
that's funny.
I mean, the thing is, Scorb, you could have cancelled the order, and you didn't have to use it.
That's true. You didn't have to let the whole variety of them arrive.
I saw it in Arizona Sunshine.
Yeah.
No, I mean, you two and your suspicious AI voices. So, it's at this point do I say, have you guys ever watched the show? This is why I don't use voice attack, and I don't have any Alexa type creatures in the house. I make Tetris travels. I know what they're like. I'm not having them anywhere near me, thanks. I'll do things the old-fashioned way with paper.
Actually, I'll say I love mine. I use it constantly. I have a bunch of the Philips Hue lighting, so I use it for lighting all the time. I use it for music.
Is it actually doing it?
Oh, it is. You were able to poop it out. Look at that. I didn't know you could give it the key. I thought I would have to grab it. Oh, or excuse me. It is you, isn't it? Oh, okay. Yeah. I saw a Scorb fly over the thing, right? Or are you going to scan it and get the data? You're going to let me have it there? Because I don't have any more of the vessel blueprints.
Oh, well, you better get it then.
I mean, if you've got a whole bunch,
nice.
I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but...
I still have, like, 30-something.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
I'm quite surprised how useful this ship is for this activity.
Yeah.
It's really good.
And the ASP handles so well, it's great at it, right?
It doesn't. No, it doesn't. This one's rubbish. Like, I was flying around in the Chieftain doing this the other day, and that is just such a dream to fly. Like, this... Not so much. It's got the rotating speed, the yaw speed of, let's see, what's slow and doesn't turn very quickly? Frontier's development team, maybe.
Ooh.
Another Sentinel.
Was that too much salt? Too salty?
I mean, for the man that says, I have a strict no salt policy, it's just like...
my stream. This isn't my stream.
Yeah.
That's true, it isn't, is it?
Well, can you show your lasers with the Sentinel?
Yeah, Sentinel, would you like some lasers? I have some for you.
Yeah, I'm shooting at one too.
Just seeing an awful lot of... Oh god, and there's another one as well.
Alright, I got him.
I'm just loving your point defense.
Point defense is working.
Yeah, your point defense is handy.
Fantastic idea.
Where's the other one?
I think that's it. That was the only ones I saw. So I think that's all of them.
Alright, did it leave any bits behind? Yeah, it did. And some.
Oh, there's a couple things over here. Yeah, there's weapon parts over here. There's two of them, I think. Yeah, there's Sentinel weapon parts right in front of me.
Actually, I think I've picked up everything I need, which is quite nice.
I mean, I've got 75 weapon parts though, so if you need anything. Actually, you know what? Hold on. I needed something for when I went to unlock the small class weapons. I was streaming that. You know, it was right when it came out, and I wasn't paying attention because I was talking to somebody, and I accidentally unlocked the turreted version of the small shard cannon instead of the fixed ones. Now I opened a ticket with support asking them if they would fix that for me. Actually, you know what? Let me look and see if they replied yet. Because recently I asked them a couple extra things like that, and they were not helpful in the slightest. Which is the first time I've ever been actually disappointed with support. Let's see. Because I thought I might need a few things we can get here. Oh, they did. Let's see if they said yes or no. Oh, they sure did. That's awesome of them. As a gesture of goodwill due to my mistake.
Wow.
That is pretty fantastic of them. I will now I don't have to grind anymore, right? So that was very nice of them. So a kudos to support.
Nick says, Scorb, you may as well headbutt it at that range.
Yeah.
Yeah, right,
I was
right.
shooting the thing.
Right.
He says, you're carving your name on it?
Yeah. I don't know. No, I've got nothing but praise for their support crew.
For the most part, me too. I won't bring it up here because I'm still trying to resolve it. But there was one thing they told me no to. I'll tell you guys about it off stream. That I thought was absolutely absurd. But other than that one minor thing, for the most part, I think support is absolutely fantastic. Right? I think they do a great job.
I contacted them once with what was essentially a bug notification about crazy cops and losing a ship, and they said, "Oh, that's terrible. Here, we'll compensate you for your ship." And I was thinking, I didn't actually want. I'll take it, thanks, but that's not what I was contacting you about.
Yeah.
So you know, they'll always do that. They'll always help you out if they can, even if you didn't ask them to.
Yeah, I mean, and the other thing I'll say to the people that have not, okay, and somebody's asking, how do you contact support? Go to EliteDangerous.com. There's a support tab. You log in with your account, and you can open a ticket. And like I said, they are generally super helpful. And one little piece of advice I'll give, virtually, and the time they actually weren't as helpful, I didn't do it this way, but every time that if you open a ticket in character, like if you role play, they will respond role play. Right? Like my favorite one, like cool. The only way to know how many commanders you've actually killed is to ask support, right? There's no in-game metric. They obviously don't necessarily want to promote that, right? Because they don't want people to pad stat that. And so I wanted to know once, so I opened a ticket and I opened it, again in character. I was like, hello, this is Commander Exegius. I just found out I'm being accused of murder, and I made up a system name. My legal defense has asked me to get in touch with the Pilots Federation and find out how many other commanders have accused me of murder. So if you could, and I did this whole long thing, right, about it, right? And when they replied back, oh, we're terribly sorry. Hopefully this will help your legal team. We can't always give this information out. But if you could let your defense counsel know you currently have X number of war, murder, whatever against you, blah blah blah, and then they'll jump out of character at the very end and we're like, oh hey, by the way, we just wanted to make sure that's really what you wanted to know. We didn't want to get confused, blah blah blah. So it's always a total hoot when they do that, right? So if you need something from them, doing it, especially if you're asking a little on the outside. Like I remember once I accidentally sold 3 engineered weapons, and I didn't realize it until the next day. And so I opened a ticket in character again, and I said, hey, I was working with my assistant Commander McFucking Stupid, and he accidentally sold all these, and and I addressed it to like the dock master at Ohm City, blah blah blah. Is there any way they're still in the bin and haven't been resold yet? And then they responded back and they're like, oh, and I said, I've suggested that Commanders McFucking Stupid go work for I think I was pledged to an Imperial power at the time. I told him to go work for Zachary Hudson, as I'm sure his company or his groups could use somebody that stupid, and I've now hired Commander McFumble Stupid, right, to help me. I played the whole thing up like that, and they responded totally in humor with me, right? It was really fucking fun. So.
And yes, support been super handy, and the selling of engineered components and stuff.
And I got them back, yeah.
I can tell you for a fact that Commander Greatest, if he's still watching, dude, don't think that I forgot that you, while streaming from the expo, sold engineered weaponry on stream by accident. Don't think I've forgotten.
Oh.
And also, they could have given them back had you just asked.
Yep.
Bearing in
There
mind
you are.
that they're helping promote their game.
Yep.
Not that you're carrying that one around or anything.
You know, they
No,
gave
not
me the
at all.
typical, we can't necessarily always do this answer, right? But they did, you know. And I've, in fact, one other time I accidentally sold some engineering modules. I didn't realize it for like 4 or 5 days later. And I figured, all right, at this point, I'm not going to bother them. Right. And in fact, it was passive. Actually, the one thing they didn't do that annoyed me a little bit when I did a video about power play modules, and so I wanted to show on screen the default stats for every weapon. Well, every power play weapon I owned was already engineered. So one of my pacifier frags, for example, I stripped engineering off of it so I could get a screenshot of the default stats. I did that for like that, and a pacifier for an enforcer cannon, a pack-hound rack, an imperial hammer. And so then I opened a ticket saying, is there any way you could put this engineering back? Right, because I only did that so I could make a tutorial video, and they told me no. And, you know, I knew going in that was a possibility, so I wasn't super upset, right? But at the same time, it was like, all right, you know, here I am, and I only had like 1,000 subs at that point, so I was, you know, a less of a nobody than I am now, right? But still, it was, you know, okay, I'm doing this for goodwill for the community, and you can't help me out. So, did you just lift off, Plater?
Yeah, just.
Oh, okay.
Right, guys, I'm about to start my stream. We've got one scheduled for 8 PM. So, shall we carry on with this? We're going to go over to see Greatest. He wants to actually go through and do this exact same thing that we've been doing. Or what do you want to do?
I'm up for whatever. We can keep.
Yeah,
I mean,
right, so-
if you guys want, we can keep doing this.
Oh no. Oh god.
I mean, I don't care.
Mistakes were made. Oh dear.
Oh shit! Look at Plater's Hull. What'd you just do?
He just
Oh my
boomed.
goodness.
Did you just
Hey,
explode?
That fighter was
Oh, that was your
fucking
fighter.
friend.
Okay, that was your fighter. Okay,
Yeah.
good. I didn't see what you were in. I just saw your hull.
Oh god.
Yeah, Plater. Are you going to keep streaming?
Yeah, I was gonna carry on.
Do you want to? Do we want to keep chatting? Do we want to just kind of half-ass play a little bit of the Jeopardy?
We can give it a go. Oh no, we've got some problems here. I've got a black screen. Oh no. Right.
Oh, what'd you do?
This is the main menu.
Right.
Oh no.
Are we staying here or where are we going? Scorpius?
If we're up, I mean, I'm happy to go and help Great Escort.
Yeah, me too. That's what I'm saying. Like, are we, like, what do we want to do then? Do we want to get into open and somebody else's private? What's the plan?
He's gone super quiet.
Yeah, is the Scorpius still with us or do we lose him? You think if I drop his shields, it'll get his attention?
He's unmanned at the moment, so he's out now.
I could kill his SRV.
He might be introing his stream, and you might have us muted. He might be the heir of being professional.
And here I am killing him. It's hard to line this thing up. You see his hull?
Well, that's something I find very, very weird at when it comes to the planetary flight, is that as soon as you point your ship remotely downwards, it starts wobbling around.
Yes. It's actually really, especially when you're playing HOTAS controls, this is really annoying. And now I can't hit him again.
Oh, but there he is.
What's going on?
We're trying to get your attention. We're trying to get your
I've only
attention.
got one. I don't have any other SRVs.
Oh, okay. Then I won't kill you again. Sorry. Well, I wasn't going to kill you till you came back.
Oh god! Right, so that would have been a bad way to start this. I'd have to fly.
Were you
back
introducing your stream?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay. That's what we thought you were doing. And somebody just asked, would they help you if you accidentally deleted your save? I have heard that yes, they have done that for people before. That if you catch it pretty quickly, but I think that's one that I would definitely not count on. But they have done that before. Yes.
Right. Is Greatest in our group?
Not
sorry.
so far. No, I don't think he is.
You know,
All right. Okay then. So I will have to jump out then, because he wants to be in this thing.
Yeah.
So I shall.
Was there a Discord
shall
we could all
see you
jump in
guys.
with him?
Yes.
I don't know if you were
Actually.
I mean, if you give me an invite to one, I don't mind.
We're all in the
The creators?
Creators Collective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
do that.
Do you want to just jump in the stream room?
Yeah.
Meet you there?
Yeah.
Damn, that thing was pretty good. Plater, that thing was that did some real shield damage. Well, let me see how much shield I have. Oh, well, I've got 98 shield. Wow, it looks fucking cool.
That was actually well, 98 shields is obviously not a lot.
No,
I mean,
obviously.
you've got enough shields like you would do there,
It's an I mean, it's exploration build, so yeah.
and you can't hit me either. So, oh,
Alright, I'm going to mute
I
this
can't,
one.
can I?
I'll chat to you guys in a second.
Okay.
Although you might still hear me.
Oh, we could have a fighter fight, Plater.
Right,
I'll drop out of Discord and then I'll come back in this.
Okay.
All right, cool.
That's a smart thing to do.
Yeah.
And sorry that we're really just kind of fucking around a lot today, everybody. I guess our idea of keeping things PG just went out the window, didn't it?
Yeah, well, hey.
Sorry.
Well, technically, I say PG-13, which I understand means you can swear bits.
You can say, yeah, you can drop the F-bomb like once.
Okay. What have you got? You got Trident as well.
Yeah, I figured since that's what you were in, I'd get in.
Alright. Oh, this has got disaster written over
Like,
it.
not playing this in VR is rough.
The biggest risk I feel like to either of us right now is probably going to be the ground.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. It's you know what? We just made our own CQC, didn't we?
Yeah, I mean that's literally what you do.
Yeah, you're a lot closer to the ground than I am. Somebody just asked a good question that I haven't heard from in a while either. What's Josh Hawkins up to these days? Do you know?
I think he's suffering with elite burnout.
I mean I know a lot of guys are like I haven't seen anything from what's his name? Chaos Wolf in a long time.
Yeah, I know he's still around in the streams and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He pops in, asks questions, chats to people about things, and
But I haven't seen him post an Elite video in like 3 or 4 months.
yeah.
Who are we talking about?
Chaos Wolf and Josh Hawkins. Somebody on my stream asked what they were up to.
They've run away together to join the server.
Well, when you say it that way, it makes it sound like they run away in a different way.
They might have done. I got Tato Chip in chat. Let's say hello. Right, so this is still counting down. Isn't it?
We can't even really drop each other's shields, can we?
No, it's a bit of. You were close. You were very close.
I was trying to boost into you then.
Why would you
Man,
do
these
that?
shields regen so quickly.
They do. Oh, which shield? What shields are you talking about?
The fighters.
They have to because the whole
Oh,
sword.
right.
Yeah.
Shields
Yeah.
have to regen
They're
pretty
made of
quick.
glass.
Well, I think
Hey,
from
Darren,
a
hey, Benny, how you doing?
I think
They're
from a
made of
lore
hopes.
perspective, they even said that, right? That they were supposed to have stronger shields.
They're made out of Guardian's shattered hopes and dreams. So
Oh,
You're not going to have to
That's
kill
why-
me. I'm going to burn myself to death.
yeah, that is the other thing with them. Yeah.
Guardians' hopes and dreams. That's sad. Well, they are extinct, aren't they?
Yeah.
We're actually
Yeah, they are.
destroying the last remnants of their technology, trying to guard their ruined bases.
Alexa killed them.
So, yeah, somebody on my stream
Basically.
just asked, and I'm curious everybody else's thoughts. What Guardian tech is actually worth using and unlocking? I would say if you're going to do Thargoid combat, first and foremost would be the Gauss cannon. It is super effective against the hearts. There we go. Ooh, that hurt you worse than me.
Yeah.
And
Comment.
yeah,
Penny Umbra says Josh and Chaos are role playing as Aisling and Rochester.
That's
They'll
probably
be back
true.
after the honeymoon, apparently.
Oh, I lost my canopy.
Oh, I saw the glass actually.
But you know what? I'm not on life support.
Oh, you
That's
should be.
weird.
It's a teleport instead.
Oh, that's true. Then why does it even have... But my canopy's at 100% when I look at my modules. But I saw the glass.
Wait, let's see if I can hold still. I'm kind of
Yeah, okay.
Can I go
Okay.
into
Okay.
that?
And yeah, so back to the question. I would say the Gauss cannon is the first weapon to do. All the weapons actually are, if you're going to do Thargoid combat, really are worth it, and they're not that hard to unlock. For the modules, first of all, the Guardian FSD booster, absolutely. If anybody listening doesn't have the Guardian FSD booster, and yes, I have a tutorial on it, you should go unlock it next. It's maybe 90 minutes start to finish, and the quality of life improvement that you get on every ship is absolutely worth it. There you go. So I would say...
So we should get one then.
I mean, if you don't have the FSD booster, absolutely you should get one.
I don't have one.
Oh, God, then what are you doing? Dude, seriously, you absolutely should. I mean, because it's so easy to get.
Wait.
Right? It's so easy to get.
Right. I shall make a point
you
of
know,
watching the video.
Yeah, luckily for you, there just happens to be a very excellent tutorial video on how to unlock that very thing.
There is.
So,
Oh God.
You know,
Oh God.
you know this total douchebag who did a video on it. For the weapons and stuff, or the other modules, I would say if you haven't done any engineering unlocks, I actually think the power plant and the distributor are also a good idea to unlock, because while they're about 90 minutes each to unlock, you now can buy essentially grade 3 engineered modules, right? So you don't have to gather any materials ever again. You don't have to unlock an engineer. You don't have to engineer multiple of the same module. You just buy them. The hull reinforcements are not so great. They're about a 2.5 compared to regular, and the regulars, I mean, if you're going to get serious about combat, really are important. The module reinforcements are arguably better because they offer the same overall module reinforcement, but they have higher integrity, so they're actually stronger than a standard module reinforcement. Let's see, the shield reinforcement, if you're a big shield tank guy, you can build, I want to say the number is a 24,000 total megajoule cutter at this point, including cell banks, right? So,
How many?
yeah, you can get
24,000.
24,000. You can get 12,000 without cell banks. Like, I've got my cutter with nothing but Guardian shield reinforcements, and a high cap prismatic is like 10,500 megajoules, like in ship 10,500 megajoules. Not great resistances, actually.
You can get corvettes to similar.
Yeah, exactly. The cutter's always going to be better than the vet, but yes, you can get very, very close. Anaconda as well, right? I mean, you can get a shit ton of Anaconda.
Bonkers.
It is bonkers, right?
What's my shields? Let's see what I've got in this. Basically, it's an no, don't test it like that.
Well, you asked.
I was checking the panel.
My pack hounds aren't going to do shit. The plasma charger might.
Plasma charger well.
Running away!
Fighters, if you're going to unlock the fighters, I would probably do the Lance first. Again, it's the Gauss cannon one. The negative to it is it does heat up really, really quickly. You get about 2 shots and it's at 120%, so you have to be kind of ginger with it. The Shard cannon one, I think that's the Javelin, is really powerful. It's on your right panel, and then go to where it says normally reputation. Go to the right 3 times, and you'll get to statistics, and it's right there at the top.
So okay, shield health. What were you saying? What's a good number?
Well, I mean, a good number for a combat ship is, depending on the ship, 300 to 1,000. Right now, I'm at 98. What are you at? Like 70?
I've got 208.
Oh, okay. What generator do you have on that thing?
222.
What generator do you have on that thing, Ascorbius? Is it a 3D?
No, it's a... Find it.
It should be a 3D.
5A.
Okay, so if it's an exploration ship or a travel around ship, it should be a 3D. So 3D is the smallest you can run on the ASP. If you ran a 3D on that, it'd probably give you another 5 light years of jump range. And since I consider those basically navigation shields, that's like right now in my crate, I have a 3D because that's the smallest, lightest generator I can get on it. I even might on this one. I have a couple engineered. No, this one's not. You can engineer them for enhanced low power and make them even lighter, right?
Right, I've not done any engineering.
Yeah, and if you're not going to engineer, you should always run, like for an exploration or a taxi ship, you're going to run D-rated modules, and then generally of the smallest class. Because again, I think of these as landing shields, like don't bump into something. You know, we're fucking around, I'm shooting missiles at you kind of shields, right? You know, a 5A with 300 megajoules, that's what, if you were going to take the Aspen to combat unengineered, that's what you would, well, you do a bi-weave, but that's what you do.
Can you do that again, mate?
Yeah.
Fire those at me again.
Because here's 3 of them.
Point defense go nuts.
Yeah.
Point defense isn't going to. Yeah, but point defense isn't going to shoot those down. It'll try, but it's not. It's not going to win.
It did try.
So I wanted to revisit the with regards to all of the Guardian modules and stuff.
Yeah. What's your take?
A lot of it comes down to if you're fighting Goids or not. Because if you're fighting Goids, and again, depending on who you have access to for engineering. You may find the Guardian hull reinforced packages useful because of the caustic resistance, and they work out comparable to if you're doing reinforced or heavy duty plus deep plating. It's relatively comparable for the size of the module for the hull reinforcements.
Well, it's really comparable to a grade 3 heavy duty deep plate, not a grade 5.
No. It's because of the.
Oh, you're talking about in terms of caustic.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
On that particular use case scenario, yeah.
Sure.
Because that's where almost all damage comes from Goids is caustic, and that's something that no one tells you, doesn't get pointed out anywhere.
Yep.
Again, that's something you kind of have to assume.
Yep.
But yeah, that's where that comes from, and they're very, very good for that. And also the Guardian module reinforcements defend a lot better against the lightning attack from Thargoid interceptors when you're within DSA 100 pieces. It makes a big difference as well. So if you're doing pure Goid, anti-Goid stuff, then the Guardian tech is pretty much invaluable, I would say. Shields, probably not so much, because Thargoids don't give no about shields. So.
They don't care.
Yeah, and
they do not care.
And Imposter, that's not a bad one.
There.
I am, yeah.
All right.
I'm up in front of you. Pull your nose up, and I'm right in front of you. Yeah, pitch up.
I'm looking in the. I'm using the what's it called?
Hold on, I'm getting right, and I'm coming right in front of you. I'm 2 kilometers right in front of your nose.
Okay, I want to see this. Yeah, Penny Umbra is like reiterating what you were saying. Have I turned off my ship? Hang on. I know how to fly.
I'm backing up just a little bit so you can see these better.
Who did that?
Plater did.
No one. Not guilty.
Not guilty?
Oh wait, who did that? Who did that?
Hey, great test.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no, they're at me. Oh crap.
They're awesome looking, aren't they?
I almost exploded earlier because I was only in chat with you guys and I didn't have much time. But there was so many points I wanted to say to the whole, update topic, but I have a whole broadcast tomorrow to talk about that, so it's fine.
Yeah, that's alright. That's right. So.
And now I'm out of pack count rounds, by the way, so.
Oh, you're out.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
And I'm not going to waste synthesis on you guys.
I just sent
not
you,
even worth the synthesis.
I just sent you a private group request.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I have
Sure.
yet.
Are we... There it is. There you go.
Thank you.
Hang on, Plato.
Where are you, Gray? Are you out here with us, Gray, already?
I should be in the vicinity.
Yeah,
I'm at the base with the where you put the key in.
There are multiple ones.
Exactly. Like we can give you this system.
Nice, stop.
The 2115 one, I think I am.
You're on fire. Oh, Scorb, stop. So what do you do?
Oh, I didn't get him while his shields were down.
Well, fine. my poor anaconda's probably like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I got no weapons.
God, those are so cool looking.
Join in. Are you guys going to invite me into the wing as well?
Oh yeah. We can get you back into it.
Just because I've not been.
There you go. Sang, hey buddy, how's it going? Oh, my HUD just got all scrambled.
There we go.
Gray, tell me when you're in the private group, and I'll invite you into the wing.
I'm in.
Hey now, easy. These are exploration shields.
Yeah. problem is that, you know, once you start firing, they're already travelling, so there's not a huge amount you can do.
Right, so Gray, whereabouts are you right now?
Just a couple jumps away from you guys. Not far.
Okay. Do you want us to come to you? So we basically go through that thing again? Because
Yeah.
I need to get some
If you're-
Guardian keys.
You tell me.
Let's see. I am.
Oh, I do need to fix it. Sorry, hold
There
on.
you are.
I'm going to mute those guys so I can give a shout out because I had not seen that yet. Sang, did it not pop up the notification? It should have. I see Daniel pledged by Patreon and Sang just donated. So thank you, gentlemen. Now that I'm glad you pointed that out, Sang. That's very, very cool of you. Sang donated on Twitch. So I'm not sure why they didn't pop up, Sang, but it should have. I will try to fix that later because that is very generous of you. And Daniel, thank you for the Patreon as well.
Talking about the Guardian fighter with a cannon, just 8 DPS. It's not 8 DPS. That's the fighter that I've just used where I took down Exegesis shields and also was shooting Scorb with as well. That was considerably much more.
Oh, yeah.
That's another one of these gripes I have with them, like Exegesis mentioned at the very beginning, you know, these little quality of life improvements. These stats that they show in the outfitting on the different weapons are just so random, and even if you compare two lasers, they actually list different stats on there that you can't compare one-to-one. It's so ridiculous.
Right.
Nix is saying, "Don't make me come over there and separate you two. Play nice." Sorry, Nix.
I don't know how you do that. How do you play nice?
Are we going to
Yeah,
Gray or
exactly.
is Gray coming to us?
We're going to Gray. Gray's at the beacon thing. So we're going to go to
No,
Gray.
I'm not at the beacon. I'm at the base. But well, let's meet at the beacon
Oh.
then.
Yeah, let's go to...
Okay, so are we gonna go to the one that you had us in before, Plater?
I think it's a different one.
I mean, we can go to the one we were just at.
Okay, so
Well, Gray's base is a different base to the one that we are at now.
yeah, but we need to go to the
It's
beacon.
Onto the one that. Yeah, we need to go. Right, Gray, could you go to the beacon, mate? And then
On my way.
I just
On my way.
PM'd you the one we're going to, Gray, just to make sure we're on the same page.
I'm just going to
Okay,
follow.
hold on. Let me check that.
It's
the one that
C
we were,
C2315.
Oh, that's another bacon as well. I'm going to a different one, but okay, I'll take that one then.
Yep. Oh, okay. Well, because the one. Right. So, what's your base like that you're at? Is it more pristine than these? Because these are covered in like.
I have no comparison because I've only ever been at that one that I'm here.
Okay. Does it look like it was half covered over by a bulldozer?
Yeah, pretty much. It's not
Oh,
exactly pristine.
well, and Plater said there were
They
3
all
different
look-
layouts. The one we were just at's the only layout I've seen. Is that I kind of wanted to see a different layout
Well,
if
that's
there
the
was
same
one.
for me. Yeah. So if Gray's at a different one, I'd like to see that.
Yeah, I kind of would too.
Then come over here.
Okay, so then what?
All right,
so then
we're
what
fine.
beacon
But
are we going
You
to?
need the beacon first.
Yeah.
Right?
So do we want? Let's go to the beacon that's nearest to you then, Gray.
Yes. Give me a second.
Yeah. Whenever you're ready,
Gray
just
goes
tell us
there.
the system name.
Awesome. Bacon. I can't not think about bacon.
I know.
Not think bacon.
Hey.
The thing is, though, I can't hear landing gear deployed without hearing ployed now.
Nice.
You are welcome.
Yeah, bugger. Landing gear deployed.
And yeah, there's a couple
Yes.
people are asking about the
Good enough
Gnosis again. Yeah, most all of us have a ship on the Gnosis right now. Our alt accounts.
Saying FDev needs more bacon.
I'm actually going with mine account. I'm actually
Are
going
you?
with
Okay.
this crate here that I'm flying right now. I just got my first Guardian fighter today, and I'm gonna try to get enough materials for a second one, and then I'm gonna take it to the Gnosis probably tomorrow or so.
Okay.
Alright, I'm coming over to you now. Now I see where you moved.
Yep.
Oh, you in the system now? Okay, I see you.
Yeah, I didn't type anything. I'm lazy. I'm just going
Oh,
to
wait,
follow
you
my friends.
You just moved. Oh, okay, there you are.
Main account on the notice. No fear! YOLO!
Yeah, I mean, what could possibly go wrong?
I don't know.
I
Yeah.
expect absolutely everything to go wrong. That's why I'm going.
Lee, I just let you know as well there in chat. I do really like the Trident. I like it because it's a more conventional shooting
I mean, it looks fantastic. But...
Holy shit, Sang, did I just read that right? From Sijin Zadoria, if I'm reading that right. Wow, thank you, guys. If that's from Sang, Sij, Zadori, whoever, just dropped $50 my way. That is extremely nice of you guys. I'm glad that I just noticed that. Thank you very much. Of course, you guys are already in touch with me in Discord, so I don't have to give the normal spiel there, but that's fantastic, guys. I really, really appreciate it.
Like lightning.
Yeah, we got very excited over on the Rockrats Discord server earlier with, about the thought of a, Guardian SRV.
Oh,
like a hovering Guardian SRV.
Oh, that would be cool.
Shivers.
Would it be like a Sentinel, which can fire those missiles?
I'd rather have it not look like a Sentinel, but
it'd be like a bunch of welded together, wouldn't it? With like
imagine the rough shape of an SRV, but instead of wheels, it has like these hovering.
Well, like the Goliath.
Or rails.
I think if it looked like the Goliath, that'd be cool.
Please have a rocket launcher on top that fires these Guardian missiles. Yes, please.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Spooky. You're not late, mate. Well, you're not late for this stream. You're late for the Roundtable. Where were you? Come on.
Outrageous behaviour.
It's terrible. We're so disappointed right now.
All right, I'm gonna start asking you guys Jeopardy questions.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna get there and get landed or get at least into the instance.
Do we get to have help from chat?
Oh sure. I mean, this is just.
Right,
this is totally just for fun. So of course you do.
I don't have a chat. Right. Play chat. You have to help me out.
There's money on this.
Right.
We're playing money. You need to help me.
Exactly.
Wait, no. Right. So greatest. Why don't you use my Twitch chat and I'll use my YouTube chat for help?
Well, okay. Let me switch over to your Twitch then.
Is there a chat? Okay, so you know what we need to do though? We need to create a group though, because we all need to be in chat somewhere. Do we want to use like creations? What channel do we want to use for text? Or do we want to just add just a creations other?
Yeah, let's just pick one and abuse it.
Nobody's used that since August 26th, though I don't think we're going to make anybody mad if we type a bunch of stuff in there.
Creations other. No, not that one, because that's. Gray, you're in charge of this particular Discord.
Yeah, Gray. Where would we do? So
events, live chat.
The way this is going to work, Gray, is everybody will in chat somewhere wherever we do it. You'll want to paste in the word buzz, and then when you want to buzz in, hit enter, and the first person I see in chat say the word buzz gets to answer the question.
But wait, then you need to look at a chat
exactly.
where we all...
Exactly.
Oh, okay, I see.
Exactly.
Yeah. So if you create the stream event...
Yeah, if there's a text channel like that, that'd be perfect, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on.
So this is how organized we are.
Yeah.
Where the hell's the beacon? Oh, goody. Wingman Navlock dropped me 493 kilometers from the beacon.
Yeah, right, Wingman Navlock's still broken.
Chaos Wolf is streaming
never happens.
Elite right now, apparently.
Oh, really?
So the honey.
I guess that's what we get for asking. Right?
The wedding was cancelled.
The wedding was cancelled.
Yeah, the wedding was cancelled.
There you go. We have a text channel for that now. So we can buzz in here.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so these guys, you know what? I also will paste in the URL for the web page for it. So there's the chat. There's the board, guys. Honor system to not pre-click and click reveal answer, because that's how you see the answers. You can read the question though safely without seeing the answers. I'm gonna put it up on my screen for everybody. So there's the board. The categories are bugs and features, feature timeline, hard points, defenses, and exploration. So those are our categories. Why don't we start with we'll just let Ascorbius go first. Start us off, Scorb. Pick a category and a dollar value, and I'm gonna loosely try to keep track of the points, which will be tough.
So I just want to check. Do we click on that?
No, you can click on that if you want to see the board, but I'm gonna read it all to you, so you don't really have to.
Okay. Right. So, but do we have to buzz in, or do I get first go at it?
No, you have to buzz in.
Okay, I'm getting ready. All right, I've written buzz in the thing. Right, so I'm ready then. Okay, so because I want to keep the stream as salt-free as possible, I'm going to go with bugs and features for 200.
That's a good one to start with, isn't it? Okay, bugs and features. You want to skip to 200 and not start with the $100 one?
I'll start with 100.
Okay, I mean, you can.
I'm not very good at this.
You can.
Yeah,
We don't have a Jeopardy.
Well, I mean, exactly. Right. Yeah. I realize that, right? You know, in the chat, people are like, well, how does that work? And I was just like, you don't know how Jeopardy works, right? Which, of course, dumb American assuming everybody, right? So it's just basically in real Jeopardy, it's question and answer or it's answer and question. I give the answer and then you say what is and then whatever the answer is. But we're not going to do it that way. You just give the answer.
Have to answer in form of a question.
Well, yes, but no, we're not going to be that strict about it, right? Okay, so the first question is common reason you're unable to knock. Remember, you have to buzz in.
You're too far
Platter.
away. Sorry.
Platter. So Platter gets to answer.
Oh, Plater, why'd you do this?
Sorry, Plater. I was just looking at the screen. Sorry, that's the first time I've done it all day. Give me a break. Plater.
Yeah, I'd say it's because you are too far away. You're outside the 7.5 kilometers.
Remember the category bugs and features. Incorrect.
Oh,
now,
God.
whoever wants it has to buzz in.
God, guys, this I actually know the answer as well.
Common reasons why you're unable to talk.
Think of the category. All right, Scorbius.
Why have I got no senses?
Remember.
Oh shit.
Oh God.
Anyone else? I know.
Okay,
Come
I'll
on.
give it a go.
Great test.
Because you have a fine. You're wanted.
Oh no!
No.
That's a feature.
Anyone else?
Again.
Anyone else? Anyone else? Okay,
I got
Plater, you don't get the points for it, but what do you got, Plater?
Occupied pad.
NPC on your pad. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Remember, category.
Oh, I see.
Bugs and
Oh,
features.
okay.
Bugs and features, right?
Check.
Okay, so Scorbius, it's your go again.
Right. Sorry. Yeah, because sorry, chat.
Right.
Potato Chip had totally got it.
Yeah, plenty of people got it on mine too, right?
All right. So
Right.
who's up next? Is it me?
Well, so yeah, and remember, you want to already have Buzz typed in so you can hit enter real quick.
Okay,
So yeah,
okay.
it's you again. You can
Okay,
stay in the same category or you can move.
All right. Oh crikey. Okay. To keep it within the anti-saline or the anti-sodium chloride kind of thing, let's have feature timeline.
All right, hold on. I'm just trying to get my
For 100.
screen so people can see a little bit of both. Feature timeline for 100. Sorry. There we go. Feature timeline for 100. What version of Elite Dangerous added wings?
Oh, right.
Was that a Scorbius buzzing in I saw?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
What is 2.2?
And
Oh man. I'm so bad at
Plater.
those.
Plater.
1.4.
I'm going to have to look myself because I can't remember. That is incorrect. That is
Chat isn't saying anything.
that is incorrect. Some of these are hard. That is
Potato Chip
incorrect.
says 2.2. See?
Incorrect. No, it's not. That's way earlier than that. No, I'm seeing in my chat 2.3. Anybody else want to try? Okay, time up.
No,
1.2 version 1.2.
Wow.
1.2.
Good lord, guys, we're getting old.
I
I
know. I
wasn't playing
know.
then. No, I
Versus
hadn't started playing.
1.2. Murdoch in my chat got it right. Okay, it's still to a Scorbius.
Oh. Still to me. Okay.
Yep.
Oh damn. See. Okay. Exploration.
Exploration for 100. All right.
Oh, this better be good.
Here we go. This is a good one. What was the original destination for Jacques Station? Plater.
Yeah.
Oh.
Late. Later was
Good
good.
point.
That Beagle Point
double
is
thing.
correct. Beagle Point is correct. All right. So Plater, now it comes to you, Plater.
Oh wow. That was... Oh, okay. I'm gonna go hard points.
For 100?
For 100.
Sure you
Okay.
don't want.
Hard points for 100. What weapons cause absolute damage? Plater. Plater.
Plasma accelerators.
Yeah. You're so quick, mate.
Incorrect.
Yeah,
Incorrect.
what do they do?
Incorrect.
They
Incorrect.
No. Plasma accelerators cause absolute damage.
Anybody else want Scorpia? Or excuse me, I see Gray Test next. But you don't have to
Yeah, but
answer.
I buzzed
You,
after
okay,
the
that's right. That's right. And Scorpius, if you want to buzz now, you can as well.
All right. Buzz.
Okay.
Railguns.
Okay. The correct answer is plasma accelerators and plasma chargers.
Oh,
What
yeah,
weapons?
there's new kids on the block.
What
Nobody knows those.
weapons? What weapons? Trick question.
Yeah, but
Sorry.
that's a-
Sorry. It's back to Plater
okay. Gonna go hard points again
for 200.
for 200. Yeah.
Okay. How many damage types are there? It's taking you guys a while.
Oh my god.
Plater.
Okay. I need clarification. Are we talking about? No, actually, not. Screw it. We'll do 5. There are 5.
Okay.
We have kinetic, thermal, explosive, absolute, caustic.
Absolutely correct. Very good, Plater.
Good stuff.
All right.
Yeah,
Plater
complicated.
again.
Let's do hard points again.
Hard points for 300. This kinetic weapon has no damage drop off when unengineered. Was that Plater that buzzed, or was that from the last question?
That was the previous question.
Okay.
No drop off
This
when
this
unengineered.
kinetic weapon has no damage drop off when unengineered.
I buzzed.
Okay. I didn't see it, but fair enough.
But was Plater you buzzed before? I don't know. You didn't say anything.
Yeah, I did buzz beforehand.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, okay. So
But
Plater,
I
go.
immediately regret my decision.
Okay.
I am gonna say railguns.
Incorrect. Great test.
Yeah, I thought it would be.
I'm gonna go with cannons.
Cannons is absolutely correct.
Yes.
Absolutely
Great
correct.
test.
Cannons. Yeah, that's right. Where do you want to go, Great Test?
Hold on. Let me check the pin, or just scroll up. I'm gonna go with defenses because we didn't
All
have
right.
that one yet.
I just pasted in the categories again. Defenses
Yeah,
for
okay.
100. Yeah, I'll start every time. I'll paste in the categories for you guys. Defenses. What ship has the highest possible unengineered armor?
Oh god.
Great test.
Type 10.
Incorrect.
Ah.
Oh, I'd have totally said type 10. Oh.
Plater?
Anaconda.
Anaconda is right.
Oh my god.
it
Can
is.
this thing do, like
Anaconda.
everything?
Anaconda is right.
It's the lightest ship with
It
the
is,
most
it
armor
is,
because
it
of
is.
the forces.
It is. It is. Now, by the way, just quickly, I'm going to say, me and my group did all the research on these questions. If we get one wrong, we've apologized, but we did confirm all of these as much as we
I
could.
believe
right?
you. I mean,
So,
why
yeah.
would it not
Yeah,
be
of course, right. Okay, so we're to Plater.
Bugs and features.
Bugs and features for 200. This bugged message is shown when joining a wing. Great test.
Leaving wing.
Absolutely, absolutely correct for 200
Yes!
points. Absolutely correct.
Yes.
Okay. It's only been around for 2
Okay.
years, right? So of course,
Yeah,
right?
they still did fix
Not
it.
that you're sore
Yeah,
about
yeah,
that.
yeah. No, not at all. Not that I've opened 8 different tickets with support over those 2 years. No. Right. The last time I opened it and they said, "Oh, could you give us a video showing what it is?" I just about exploded. Okay, so it's to Great Test.
Let's go with defenses once more.
Defenses for 200. How long does chaff scramble gimbals? Great test.
I'm gonna go with 8 seconds.
Incorrect.
Oh. Phew.
Plater.
5 seconds.
Incorrect.
I think it's longer than that.
It is.
But it's not too long though.
Ascorbius.
10 seconds.
10 seconds is correct.
Ah, I should've gone
You're
with
reading my chat, aren't
Yep,
you?
yep.
Someone else put that.
No,
10
I'm
seconds
reading my
is
own
correct.
chat, and
10
my
seconds
chat
is correct.
Kind of bad.
There's like 2 people in your Twitch chat later. It's Trooper and Paroxsym.
Oh, Paroxsym should come join us in here. Paroxsym, if you can hear us, come join us, buddy. Okay, so we're to Ascorbius.
Oh, yes. All right, let's go bugs and features.
Bugs and features for 300. What ship or ships have a misaligned interdiction reticle as of Chapter 3?
What?
Plater.
Chieftain and Challenger. And probably Crusader too.
Don't give me a probably.
Okay, Chieftain and Challenger.
Chieftain and Challenger, or Chieftain, Challenger, and Crusader?
Chieftain, Challenger.
Incorrect.
It was the other one.
Anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else? It is the Chieftain, Challenger, and now the Crusader. I actually made these questions before the Crusader was out, but I confirmed it the other day.
I mean, why would
of course it is. Of course it is, right? Okay, we're to Plater again.
Let's do exploration.
Exploration for 200. Name of the highway between the core systems and Colonia. Plater.
Oh, you're so quick.
But you didn't I? Neutron Highway.
Incorrect.
What?
I'm the second one.
There's a very
The
specific
neutron-
answer. Hold on. Plater's
Neutron
incorrect.
Star Highway.
That's incorrect as well.
Is it? Oh, what is the name?
I looked this one up. Ascorbius, do you want to go?
You're up.
It's
Ascorbius?
the Neutron Superhighway.
Incorrect.
I know it is.
It's probably like Neutron Stars.
Paroxsym joined us. Paroxsym, you want to jump in?
Hold on.
Did he
There.
stop?
Just.
Okay, you buzzed. Yep, you buzzed. Of course, it's on my stream now.
It's the Colonia collection connection.
Very good. That's exactly right. It's the Colonia Connection Highway is what it's called.
Good stuff.
Why has it been called the Neutron
Absolutely,
Superhighway?
because the neutron super
No.
the neutron superhighway is the term for using neutrons to go anywhere. The Colonia Connection Highway is specifically
Is a
to Colonia.
specific one.
Yep.
I
yep.
see.
Yep.
Good
Look at
stuff.
him! Look at him coming
Well done.
swinging,
I
right?
feel robbed. I'm feeling robbed.
By the way, at this point, since Ascorbius just joined us, Paroxsym just joined us, I'll give the scores right now. We are at Ascorbius at -100. Gray Test is at 200. Paroxsym is at 200. Plater is at -1100.
You didn't tell me that every time I give a wrong answer.
Every time you give a wrong answer, you get a negative points.
Roxy just joined and we're both in the lead. Good stuff.
Okay, so Paroxsym, it's to you, buddy. The categories are here. I'm pasting in the categories.
I need the linky thing.
Okay,
hold on.
Well, the board's up on my stream because we've already played a number of the questions. There's the board, right? But we've already done a number of the categories. So just pick those categories. As the categories close out, I'll remove them from what I'm pasting in.
Ooh, okay.
Right?
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
All right, so fine. Let's see. What have you done hard points for 200 yet?
Where high points would be for 400.
Shit. All right, fine. We'll do it.
And they do get harder as they get higher up. Hard points for 400. What weapon has the highest jitter? Great test.
It's probably gonna be wrong, but I'm gonna go with Burst Laser.
Incorrect.
Yeah, of course it is.
Plater. Oh, excuse me. Hold on. I saw Paroxsym next. I read it wrong. It's Paroxsym next.
Yeah, that's the Cyto Scrambler.
It is the Cyto Scrambler. Absolutely correct.
God, he's
All
on
right.
a roll.
He comes in swinging. All right, Paroxsym, it's to you, buddy.
Why thanks the big old point.
He does it exactly. He does.
Let's see. How about feature timeline? What's available?
Feature timeline at 200. That's the least one we've done so far. This
So
rarely used feature was added in version 1.4. I actually do know this one. This rarely used feature was added in version 1.4 for 200 points. Oh, I'm going to call that a goose egg. That would be CQC. CQC. CQC.
No wonder we don't know it.
Yeah, no shit, right?
What's that?
I don't know if you guys are getting this. A lot of people in my chat are saying that they're having fun with this. I'm glad we did this. Okay, so we are back to Paroxsym.
All right. How about what's available in defenses?
We're at 300. We're at 300. Most of them are at 300.
All right.
Yeah. Defenses for 300. Total rounds of unengineered point defense ammunition.
Can I get a clarification? Does that include what's in the magazine?
Okay, so
already?
you know what? If you give me either answer, I'm going to take it as correct. Because, yeah, we debated that when we made up the question.
It's,
If you give me just the magazine, I'm fine. If you give me what's in the magazine and in the clip, that's fine too. All right, we got Paroxsym first.
No, it's me first.
Oh, excuse me. Was that wait? Was Paroxsym? Was that from the last one? I'm reading it. The way I see it is Paroxsym was before Plater. And Paroxsym, you said 10,000.
mm-hmm.
That is incorrect.
You sure?
I am sure. Wait, no, I'm sorry. I was reading it wrong. It is 10,000. I had in my head that it was 12,000, but no, you're right. It is 3,000. Absolutely. Or 10,000. You're absolutely right.
That's what I thought.
Forgive me.
I see 9,976 all the time. I know this.
Okay. You want to stay in defenses for 400? Or you want to go to we're at features for 300, exploration for 300, hard points for 5, everything else at 4.
Features. That sounds
features
like
for 300. What version added ship-launched fighters?
Oh my god, I'm so bad at this.
Ascorbius.
Was it 2.4?
Incorrect.
Ah, dang it.
I've got Paroxsym next.
2.2.
2.2 is correct. Man, Paroxsym is just hitting it out of the park so far. All right.
Yeah.
Paroxsym. And by the way, the score right now is Plater is in last at negative 1,100. Ascorbius is in third at negative 400. Gray is in second at negative 200. And Paroxsym is kicking ass at 1,200.
Oh my god.
Oh, we gotta fix this.
Eat your hearts out.
All right.
It could all turn around.
Absolutely.
Get cocky.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Paroxsym.
Let's go.
Let's see. What's left in exploration?
We're at 300 in there. That's our lowest one.
All right, go for it.
Maximum super cruise speed possible.
Ha!
Gray test
2000 C.
is incorrect. Paroxsym.
Yeah, I thought so because there's a slight variation to it.
Hold on. Gray test. Okay, Paroxsym.
It's 2001.
It is 2001 C.
Yeah,
That is absolutely correct. Absolutely correct.
Just since I've done that, but I knew it wasn't exactly.
Absolutely correct. Paroxsym.
Potato Chip came in with the 2001 as well.
Yeah, we've got a couple
Flag
of...
on the
Tato
screen.
knows. Tato knows.
Yeah, we got a couple rights and wrongs on mine.
Let's see. All right, let's go for hard points again, just because.
All right, hard points at 500, our last question. How long does a torpedo seek before it explodes?
Oh.
How long does a torpedo seek a target before it finally explodes?
In time or distance?
In time.
Go on, Chip. Go on, Chip.
Come on.
I would have to guess. I don't
Go
know.
on.
I'm waiting for somebody to buzz.
Go on, Tato.
Plater.
90 seconds.
Incorrect. I gotta get a good buzz. I gotta get a good buzz sound for next time. Ascorbius.
180 seconds.
180 seconds is correct. 3 minutes.
Oh, shut up.
3
A
minutes.
full 3 minutes?
3
What the
minutes.
hell?
Yep, it's 3 minutes.
Tato.
Yep. So if you ever have a torpedo
Absolutely.
shot at you, target it in your contacts and run your ass off until it dies. Okay, so we've got all
That's what point
categories.
defense is for.
Let's see. Hard points are done. We have the other 4 categories are left, and they're all at the same level. They're all at the 400 level, and so that's to Ascorbius this time.
Uh-oh. All right, so let's go for bugs and features.
All right, bugs and features for 400. This phenomenon creates very unique ship designs. Plater.
It's where the ships overlap.
Give me a little more specific.
They overlap.
When
So they kind of you log
Yeah,
in and they.
I'll give you
merge.
that. When they spawn. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Yep. That's exactly what I was going for. All right, to Plater.
Bugs and features.
All right, closing out bugs and features for 500. The bug name, this might have been fixed just recently. I don't know, but I think you guys should still know it. And this is the 500-point question. The bug name shown instead of the system name on Starport services. Plater.
It says, like, $ system name hash $ or something.
Oh, we gotta be really specific, and that would be incorrect. Not specific enough.
What?
To be honest, I have never seen that one in person.
Oh, I have.
I've seen it a lot.
I can't remember the exact syntax of it.
If somebody in chat, we'll give time to see if somebody gets it in chat.
Come on, chat. Come on, chat. Come on, chat. No. Yeah.
All right, Ascorbius.
Penny says.
Ascorbius.
Right, hash, sys, hash, system name.
Wait, all right, wait. Say that to me very specifically.
Hang on, I'm gonna grab it from.
Okay, you can paste it in.
I'm gonna paste it in. Oh, come on, Penny.
Oh, somebody in my chat got it right. Somebody in my chat's got it right.
All right, it's right. Is the dollar before?
Yep.
Penny.
That's a $. Yeah,
so
right.
All right, so I'm gonna paste this into chat.
Okay.
So it's. All right, so it's $ sys hash system name.
Pasted it. Nope, incorrect. It is $pound system name is what we were going for.
He says that. No, wait. You say pound.
Okay, so hold on.
I
Hash. Let me type it in. It's $ hash system name.
Why'd you call that
like
a
that?
pound?
Well, that's what Americans call it, is a pound. Sorry. Right. But that's what it is. That's what it is. Okay, so I think we're back to Plater, I think, was last correct. And now we just have feature timeline, defenses, and exploration. Exploration for 400. Total number of star types. Total number of star types. Yeah, okay. I had to look myself because I couldn't quite remember.
Oxy's typing bars, you can tell.
Hey, you're all in game right now. You can just go fucking count. Paroxsym.
Well, I misspelled it, but it's 7.
7 is incorrect.
No.
That is incorrect.
Oh, wait a minute. No, that's just main sequence. Crap.
Yep. 7 is incorrect. I didn't say scoopable. Murdoch is way wrong in my chat. Plater.
15.
15 is correct. 15 is correct.
He's counting the main game right now.
Hey, you could have done that too. You could have done that too. He's smarter than you guys, aren't he?
In game.
Okay, so to Plater.
I mean, technically, there are. I mean, because the non-sequence stars, that's a bit vague. So we
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah.
What did you do when you ran out of fingers?
Like I said, I might get something wrong here, but the answers on the board are canon.
He used his toes.
Okay, so what do we have left?
We have feature timeline, defenses, and exploration at 500.
Let's get exploration again.
Okay, exploration
Hey,
for
there's big answers.
500. The first commander to discover Sagittarius A star. Oh, I think I saw Grey Test there first.
Yeah. Commander Zulu Romeo.
Absolutely correct, Gray. Nice.
He's a lovely chap, I might add.
That brings you
He's
to.
a lovely chap.
By the way, that brings you to nothing.
Yes.
Just so you know, you're back to where you started, right? Okay, we got feature timeline and
That's an
defenses.
achievement.
Feature timeline and defenses.
Let's go with feature timeline.
Feature timeline for 400. What month and year did Elite come to the Xbox One? What month and year? So
I'm
400
gonna
points.
go
Great
with-
test. Great test.
I'm gonna go with last year April, so that would be 3303.
So, okay, or April of 2017.
Yes.
That is incorrect.
Yeah, it was.
It's been out longer than that.
But it's close. It's somewhere around there, like maybe a month later.
That was the PlayStation,
Paroxsym.
wasn't it?
Paroxsym.
Was it?
Yeah, that was the PlayStation.
Oh yeah, of course. Oh yeah. Okay, forget about it.
Paroxsym.
Okay, it was for Xbox, right?
Correct.
It was the 3rd of June, 2016.
That's incorrect.
Come on.
Incorrect. Incorrect.
Oh.
For Xbox?
Incorrect.
Oh.
You're on stream, honey. Say hi.
Incorrect. October of 2015.
Wow, not bad.
October of 2015. All right.
Okay.
We got features, timeline, and defenses. We've got 1 left in feature and 2 in defenses.
That's when it released on PC.
That's what I have for Xbox. Because, again, whatever the answers say are the answers for now. If they're wrong, my apologies.
Go with defenses once more.
Okay. Defenses for 400. Cost of most expensive armor possible. The rough cost. Not the ship, but the cost. And, like within, I'm not, doesn't have to be totally exact, but, within, say, 10 million.
Oh my. Chat, help.
Yeah, I thought I knew that one.
I have
Paroxsym.
a rough idea, but not within 10 million credits.
It's a little under 500 million, I think. It's like 490 something.
I'll take 490. It's 492. So yes,
Wow,
I'll take
good
490.
stuff, mate.
I'll take 490. It's the reactive armor for the cutter at 492 million.
Of course.
Okay, we got defenses and feature timeline. Those are the only 2 left.
Let's go defenses.
Defenses for 500. How many megajoules are added by the 5D Guardian shield reinforcement?
Oh my god.
It's a 500-point question.
Going all in.
Plater
640.
is way incorrect.
Oh. Oh,
Great test.
Chat said
Great test.
154.
Oh, that is incorrect as well. That's close,
No,
but that's
you failed,
incorrect. That's incorrect.
Just Trooper.
Incorrect.
My chat is silent on this.
The correct answer is 215 megajoules.
Oh no.
215. And our final is featured
No worries, mate.
feature timeline for 500. What versions of Horizons was supported on OS X? What version of Horizons? Ascorbius.
None.
Absolutely correct. Nicely done. Trick question.
I was gonna say that's a trick question.
Trick question.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I knew that because Jane has a Mac and he can't run it.
yeah, exactly. Okay, so we end round 1 with the scores of Ascorbius at 100 points. Actually, sorry, I'm going the other way around. Last place is Plater at negative 1,700 points. Great test at negative 900 points. Ascorbius Ascorbius at 100 points and Paroxsym at 1,100 points. Now, would you guys like to continue on to round 2?
Let's do it.
All right, I'm up for round 2.
Chat,
Okay,
you ready?
so
Guys.
our new categories are celestial bodies, engineers, lore, modules, and ships. And we'll go with Plater in last place. We'll let Plater go first.
It's very kind of you.
Translation, fuck off. I think I just heard.
Ships.
Ships for 200. Unless you guys say, I'm just going to go with the next one, right?
Okay.
How many pilotable ships are there in the game? Now, I will say this question was done pre the recent update with 3 ship launch fighters, so I'm just going to add 3 to whatever the answer is. Plater. Actually, excuse me. Hold on. When we did the question, we did it ships. We did not include ship launch fighters. So ships. Let me clarify that. Ships only, not ship launch fighters.
There you go. 36.
And including the new update, that is correct. It is 36. Okay, so it's 2 Plater.
I'm so glad you took out the fighters because I
Yes. I forgot. We did not the ships, not ship launch fighters. So Plater, it's to you.
Let's go ships again.
All right, ships again for 400. What ship has the furthest unengineered jump range? Great test.
It must be the Anaconda, right?
The Anaconda is absolutely incorrect.
The furthest unengineered.
The
So that
furthest
doesn't
unengineered.
That doesn't include
Bone
like,
stock,
you
strip
completely
it down.
strip
Unengineered, just however you can outfit it, unengineered.
After
Okay, Plater.
I buzzed in.
Well, wait, hold on. We did have Ascorbius and Paroxsym before then. If you guys don't want to try to answer now, because you know it's not the Anaconda.
No, I wasn't. I was going to go Hauler.
And Hauler is absolutely incorrect.
Ah.
Now, Paroxsym gets a chance too, or we're going to go to Plater. Okay, Plater.
I'm having to reconsider.
Plater?
I'm thinking.
Right. In that case, Diamondback Explorer.
Diamondback Explorer is correct. It's by like a tenth of a light year, something crazy.
My favorite ship. Oh no.
Yep. Okay, so Plater, it's to
Oh yeah, that's right.
just
That's right,
barely.
because the DBX got
That's right.
changed.
That's right.
Yeah.
DBX
right.
got
about that
changed.
as well.
That's right. That's right.
Oh boy, embarrassing.
Okay, next up,
Call yourself an explorer.
Plater, it's back to you.
Let's do ships again.
Ships
I think I'm
again.
lucky.
Ships for, and the number's wrong on this one. It is a 600-point question. Approximate distance from Seoul to Beagle Point. Paroxsym. If he doesn't get this right, it's such a fail.
It's about 60. It's 65,200 some odd light years.
65,300, but we will take 65,200. We were looking for 65,000. So yeah, we'll
How
take
is that
that.
ships?
We'll take.
How is that ships?
Because it's actually, why did that get into ships? That's a great question. Yes, that's a very good question. It's where the question is. Forgive me. A friend of mine helped me build the board. We just got that one in the wrong place. Forgive us.
I've just been fired by Tato in the chat.
Paroxsym.
You're fired.
We're to
Nix. It was Nix.
Yeah, we're to Paroxsym. You want to stay with ships, or you want to change categories?
Let's stay in ships for the moment.
Ships
You
for
never know what you're gonna
800.
get anyhow.
How many ships have at least one huge hard point?
At least one. Huge.
One huge. Ooh, come on, guys.
I only know one ship with a huge.
Plater.
4.
On my
4 is absolutely correct.
Yeah.
4
I
is correct.
buzzed in the same millisecond as you, Plater. On my screen, my post is before yours, but because of the ping, it reached Exegesis before.
Yep. It's what I see. It's got to be what I see, right?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
funny, though, on my screen, it's the other way around.
Plater, do you want to finish out ships for 1,000? By the way.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Ships for 1,000. What ship has the highest unengineered boost speed? Ascorbius.
It's the. Oh shit. The what's it? The small fightery one. God. It's an Imperial one.
Come on. 5
Well,
seconds.
I've been told it's a Cobra Mark 3.
Cobra Mark 3 is unfortunately incorrect.
Oh, Tato, you let me down. I was originally thinking the.
Gray
the
test.
Lancings.
Gray test.
I'm gonna say it must be the Imperial Eagle.
It is absolutely the Imperial Eagle. That's correct. At 640.
I made some points!
Oh my god.
Yeah. At 640.
I was
Now that's with.
I was thinking Courier.
Well, that is with performance
not
enhanced
with
drives, right? But it is unengineered, right? So I didn't say,
Yep.
you know, you can use. Yeah, you have to buy those at Felicity, but it is unengineered still. All right, so
That's cheating.
we have closed out
That's not
we have closed out ships. We got celestial bodies, engineers, lore, and modules. By the way, how do you guys think this game would go if we played it with like Will and Ed and Paige? You think they'd do better or worse?
Oh,
They never get it.
Oh, Paige would know stuff.
we should totally do this like
Oh,
at the next con, whatever that's gonna be. Like
Oh,
with
yeah.
some developers.
Oh, we had a blast putting it together in my group, so I'm glad we're having so much fun playing it. Okay, so
Fantastic.
we are.
Okay, let's go with.
It was gray, right? Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking. Let's go with lore. I'm curious.
Lore for 200. What commander killed Salome? Ascorbius. Ascorbius.
Oh, it's Harry Potter.
It is Harry Potter. That is absolutely correct.
Speaking of, keep an eye on social media for an announcement on this subject soon.
Which social media? Elite Dangerous?
And which subjects?
Like
Yeah, exactly.
on the whole Harry Potter and Salome thing.
Oh, interesting.
There is something coming up from SDC on that relatively soon.
Is Harry still SDC or did he go to top? He didn't go to top tier, did he?
No.
Yeah, okay, I didn't think so. Okay, interesting. All right, so it is to Ascorbius.
Yay. Okay, let's have lore, another lore.
All right, lore for 400. This starter station from the original 1984 version of Elite.
Ugh.
The starter station from the original 1984 version. Ascorbius.
I wasn't even born back then. How should I call
Me
it?
All right.
No. Yes.
Fuck off, children. I'm pretty sure that is correct. Lave Station. That is absolutely correct. All right.
Old
It's to
fart.
Ascorbius again.
Okay. Lore, one more.
Lore for 600. What does the acronym INRA stand for?
Shit.
Oh.
Paroxsym.
Intergalactic Naval Reserve Arm.
Say that for me very carefully.
It was I'm pretty damn sure that's exactly what it is.
Just say it again.
Googling it. He's Googling.
No Googling.
Say
I'm not Googling.
That is incorrect. That is incorrect.
sure?
I am sure. You're going to know when I say it in a second. Anyone else?
No, I don't know.
You said, if I'm correct, the inter. It is the intragalactic. We do not have two galaxies.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Look it on the look on Wiki. Look here.
Well, okay, so again, I'm going to say that it's... okay, well, the answer on the board says intra. So as we've said, the board is
Well,
correct.
it makes sense as well because it's
Because
not
it's
between
exactly,
galaxies,
exactly,
it is in our
exactly.
galaxy.
I'm going to call the wiki wrong and say that we need to look it up in game
Yeah,
because
I agree.
it is in galaxy. We do not have multiple galaxies. We debated this one at
City?
length.
Two cities?
Yes, when we
Yeah.
came up with this, we debated this at length. So it is intra.
Internet? Intranet.
Exactly. Okay, so we're back to who had the last right answer? Ascorbius, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ascorbius. You want to stay with lore, or do you want to go somewhere else?
Board is fired. Let's go with engineers.
Engineers for 200. To meet this engineer, you must earn more than 15 bounty vouchers. To meet this Ascorbius.
That's been so long ago.
Todd the Blaster?
Todd the Blaster is correct.
Oh, wow, good stuff.
Okay. Ascorbius, and just quickly, the point recap. In last place is... Oops, I did that wrong. Hold on. In last place is Plater and Gray at negative 300. Ascorbius is in second at 100, and Paroxsym has dropped a bit down to 1100.
I'm catching you, boy.
Because remember, the point values have doubled.
Uh-huh.
All right. Where are we next?
So the penalties.
Exactly. Where are we going now, Ascorbius?
I don't know, Nick's has rehired me now.
I'm bad feeling about this.
I'm going to go engineers again.
Engineers for 400. This engineer's home base is titled The Beach.
What?
Oh crap!
That must be one of the
This
ones I have never...
engineer's home base is titled The Beach.
It's not one of the new ones, is it?
Nope. I did this a couple weeks ago.
No,
so.
but one of the ones that you never use for
It's a rare one.
Utility stuff or something.
Plater.
The Sarge.
It is the Sarge. That's exactly right. I gotta not give you guys long enough to actually look it up.
Yeah.
Oh, that was all chat.
No, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, so we're to Plater.
Okay. Let's go. Celestial bodies.
Celestial bodies for 200. This supermassive black hole resides at the center of the Milky Way galaxy. Plater.
Sagittarius A star.
Oh, I'm glad you said the star. Absolutely correct. I would not have taken it
Are you
without
sure
the
that's
star.
correct?
I'm sure.
Yeah. Oh,
Sebastian
shut up.
says
Damn.
Sebastian says it's Saggy Teresa.
Sagittarius. Oh, that would have been acceptable, right?
Is she Canadian, eh?
Okay,
Saggy Teresa A.
Platter to you next.
Oh, why you do this?
Because we're saying Sagittarius. You know, I figured if it's Sagittarius, it's Platter.
I mean,
All right,
I'm
Plater.
the people with the difficult to pronounce names. So,
Where are we going, Plater?
I'm going to go for lore.
Lore for 800. The name of Commander Jameson's grandson.
Oh, what?
It's an 800-point question. This is round 2, baby.
Yeah, don't get this wrong.
Did anybody buzz? Plater and Paroxsym and Ascorbius. That's from the last one, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
from
Just
the
making
last
sure. Just making sure.
Oh God, grandson.
It is Peter Jameson. Somebody in my chat put Mr. Jameson.
Peter.
Mr. Jameson. Right.
Technically correct.
Technically correct.
Okay.
Okay.
Laurie. That would have been
I
like,
was gonna give it
it's
a
grandson, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Where are we going, Plater?
Let's go back to celestial bodies.
Celestial bodies for 400. The Earth-like orbited by the fastest known orbiting moon. Great test.
I believe it's New Africa.
It is New Africa. That is absolutely correct.
Yes.
I was waiting for you to say the name of the moon.
And what is the name of the moon,
That's-
boys and girls?
It's Round
Hollow.
Hollow.
It's Midderend Hollow. Midderend Hollow. Yep, yep. Okay, so where we go in Great Test?
We should go to modules. I don't think we have that.
We have not yet. Modules for 200. How many bins are in the largest refinery? Great Test.
10.
That's correct.
Of course he knows.
Yes.
Of course he knows.
For
Of course
Yeah.
it's wrong.
Freaking mining. Nobody mines.
you know,
This is the fix.
where we go in Great Test?
Great, you're asking mining questions.
Maybe I can get a roll here. Let's go with modules again.
Modules for 400. What is the spin-up time for the huge multi-cannon? Paroxsym.
None.
Absolutely correct. There is none. There is none. Where are we going, Prox?
Let's go to engineers.
All right, engineers for 600. What blueprint will give the greatest thermal reduction for railguns?
Oh.
Plater.
Sturdy mount.
Sturdy mount is correct.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
That
Better
is-
rail gunship.
That
Thank
is
you.
correct. That is correct. One of my favorites too. One of my favorites too. All right, Plater, where are we going?
Let's go engineers again.
Engineers for 800. Which 2 engineers are unlocked at the end of the Elvira Martuk tree?
Oh, for Christ's sake.
800 points.
No clue.
Come on, chat. Come on, chat.
They're all looking it up.
Okay, we're looking for Palin and Laurie Jameson. Palin and Laurie Jameson.
Penny,
Oh,
Yep.
just
that's
got it
right.
Just then.
Yep.
Ah.
Okay, Plater, where do we go?
Let's do modules again.
Okay, modules for 600. What is the largest classed frame shift drive interdictor? Great test.
I have no clue if that's correct, but I'm gonna go with class 5.
Class 5 is incorrect.
Ah.
Wait, was that for... That was for 600.
Even
Plater.
chat said 5.
Plater.
4.
It is class 4.
Duh.
Oh,
In
yeah.
your face, Grey. In your face.
Okay.
What, an interdictor to
All right.
the face?
Where are we going,
Wow.
Plater?
Let's go modules again.
Modules for 800. How many total different Recon Limpet controller sizes are there? Sizes and type. Sizes and class.
Recon Limpet.
Recon Limpet controllers.
Recon.
Paroxsym.
4.
4 is correct.
Holy moly.
That is right. There is a 1E, a 3E, a 5E, and a 7E.
Why did you say types though?
Well, I said
Doesn't
sizes and types, so that we're like, you know, because other modules have a 1 A, B, C, D, E, 2 A, B, C, D, E. I was being very
Bugger.
specific, right? All right,
Tricky
Parox.
bugger.
Where are we going?
Let's head back to engineers.
All right, engineers for 1,000. The only category not
God.
done, by the way, is celestial bodies. Everything else is at the top. Engineers for 1,000. What is the maximum multiplier for thrusters? I had to look that one up. Yeah, okay, I thought it was all right.
Oh, so you mean if you max out the engineer,
Maxed
what you
out
get,
was the maximum total multiplier. This is this is engineering blueprint. What is the maximum multiplier for thrusters for engineering?
Regular drives.
Paroxysm is first.
Enhanced drives. Enhanced drives are regular.
I'm not going to answer that question. I can't answer that question.
Plus 46.5.
We're going to have to double check this one because I have that as incorrect.
I'm pretty sure it's plus 46.5. I think.
Ascorbius, do you want to go?
I'm going to go with 145.
Wait, was that Ascorbius that said that?
Yeah.
That is incorrect.
Oh.
146 even.
Oh, really?
146 even. And it doesn't matter on the thruster type. That's why I say it's the engineering. It's not the module.
Both so close.
Right?
I'll have to check. I actually want to. I'm going to log in. And
so again, it's whatever the board says because we can't have debate. You get what I'm saying, right? But if there's wrong answers on here, my apologies. We did look it all up. Okay, so we go back to.
It's all right, Gun. Thanks. We're up by one, buddy. Just one.
We go back to Plater.
Okay. Well.
Right now, sorry, we have celestial bodies, lore, and modules.
Celestial bodies.
It's for 600. This landable planet's orbit is inside its parent star's corona.
I don't know the name of it anymore.
There was a Ghost Draft video about this one.
There sure was. Paroxsym.
Scardy 1A.
Scardy A1. I'll take Scardy 1A. Yes, that's what we're looking for.
Good stuff, Roxy, man.
My goodness.
I think the system was more important, so I'll give you Scardy 1A, but it technically is A1. We're to Paroxsym. We're done with engineers.
Yeah. Let's go celestial bodies again.
Celestial bodies for 800. This is the highest known mountain. Great test.
Mount Everest in Nervi.
Mount Everest in Nervi is absolutely correct.
I had to have that one. I'm sorry.
Okay, so by the way, we have 3 questions left. We have celestial,
what's the points?
Lore and modules. The score right now is Ascorbius in a dismal negative 1100. Plater is in third place at 1600. Gray is in second place at 1700, and Paroxysm is first place at 1900.
Oh my God!
We are right. Everybody has a chance at it right now. Who got the last one? Gray test. We've got celestial bodies, lore, and modules.
Oof.
And somebody in my chat said Pomesh. Pomesh is where Epic Mountain Range is, right? But
that's the
mountain.
One,
exactly.
Super deep canyons.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Celestial bodies
for 1,000. This is the only permit locked body in the Sol system.
Oh no! I should know that.
Great test.
The moon. Oh, that's not. Is it not?
It is not. Wait. When you say the moon, you mean Luna, correct? Like Earth's moon, correct?
Yeah, Earth's moon.
That is incorrect.
No.
Paroxysm. Hold on. Paroxysm was next. What was that?
Triton.
Triton is absolutely correct. Triton is correct. So you can't land on Luna, but it's not permit locked.
Really?
Yep, that's right.
It used to be.
Yeah.
It used to be.
That's what I was thinking about.
Okay, right now,
Whatever.
it's not. Okay. And thank you, Bog. I appreciate that. We are to Paroxysm, I believe. Sorry, we just have lore and modules left. Just lore and modules.
Let's do lore.
Lore for 1,000. This man was recently engaged to the Princess of the Empire. Paroxysm.
Yeah, Braid.
Jordan Rochester.
Jordan Rochester is correct.
Damn you, Oxy. Damn you.
Yeah.
Screw this guy to hell.
Okay, so
I don't think we can catch him anymore.
we have Final Jeopardy. You can bet your points on Final Jeopardy. Okay. So we have one last question, which is modules for 1,000. Which unengineered weapon has the highest DPS according to Coriolis?
Oh,
I put that in just to make sure there's no argument, because we tested it all in Coriolis. What
it must be like one of
unengineered
the-
weapon has the highest DPS according to Coriolis? Plater
Large fixed frag. No, huge fixed frag.
is
There is no
incorrect.
huge.
There is no huge, first of all, but that's incorrect anyway.
What?
Oh, wait. Anyone else want to give it a go?
I don't dare. I'm already in the minus. I think.
I will warn you and say you're not going to get it right. It's the large fixed shock cannon.
Oh, I love them.
The shock cannon.
those are fun.
Okay.
I didn't think of that. Those are my favorite weapons in the game right now.
Oh, is it really? I haven't used it
Vending
much.
Machine got it right on my chat.
Yep, the large fixed shock
Vending
cannon.
Machine.
Okay, so right now we are, Ascorbius is in negative 1100, so unfortunately, Ascorbius, we're going to say goodnight to you. We have some wonderful parting gifts for you. You can see Vanna for a blowjob on your way out the door. We have Plater in third place at 600, Gray in second place at 1700, and Paroxsym in first place at 3900. So the way Final Jeopardy will work, okay, you will all give me what you'd like to risk. You'll type it into chat of your total points, right? I'll read out the question. You guys will type your answers in, and then when I say go, you're all going to hit enter at the same time, and then I'll read then we'll go through the real answer. Okay, so there's no buzz on this one because everybody gets to answer. So as soon as I give the question, you type it in, but don't hit enter until I say to hit enter. Everybody got it?
Okay, and what's yeah?
Okay.
Let's go with it.
Okay. So again, everybody, first of all, go ahead and type in what you're going to risk, and hit enter. So Plater has 600, Gray's 1700, Prox 3900. Prox is going to risk 2000. All right. Plater's 600, and Gray's all in at 1700. Okay. So again, once I've finished reading the question, you'll type in the answer. When you're done, tell me, and then I'll have you all hit enter at the same time. Then I'll read we'll read the answer. Okay. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. Sorry. The question is: this chemical compound is mined in abundance in community goal and starter systems. You have 10 seconds. This chemical compound is mined in abundance in community goal and starter systems. As Alec would say, good luck. Okay. Again, don't hit enter yet. Actually, you're going to hit enter as I say. We're doing the honor system. You don't get to change your answer. So we're on the honor system if anybody gets it wrong. Okay, is everybody ready? Or I'm going to say you're ready. So we're going to start with Plater, who was in, I just said it again, didn't I? Plater, who's in last place. At least I corrected myself that time. Plater, who's in last place at 600. He risked 600. What is your answer, Plater? NaCl or salt or sodium chloride would be absolutely correct, giving Plater a final score of 1,200 points. Now we're going to move on. We're going to move on to Gray. Gray, what was your answer, please? Salt was also correct. He risked 1,700. That brings him to 3,400. And Paroxsym, what was your answer as well? Salt again is correct, bringing you to 7,800 points. So our final tally here, I'll type this into, I'll put it in there and in the chat. Okay, so I'm putting into chat, my chat, the answer, and there is the final.
That was a good question. I like that.
Well, you know, I had to end on one that was a little cheeky, right?
Yeah, you're not kidding.
I'd like to thank KC in chat who typed out, "My tier is available to farm salt," and I'm like, "Oh my god!"
Oh, that's the
answer.
Yeah.
I put it in before I even typed my answer in, so it was like literally, I was like, oh, "What's it going to be?" And he put that, and I was like, "Salt."
I
salt,
did it all on my own.
Like that. But he wasn't talking about the actual question.
Now we did
So
have a Final Jeopardy question for each of the 2 Final Jeopardy rounds. The other one's actually much harder. We'll do it just for fun. So let's do this one more time in terms of you guys can wager, right? So you've got your point totals in Discord. So go ahead and type in your wagers for me for the Final Jeopardy. That one was the fun one, right? This is the actual hard one. So so again, this one is tough. Okay, so Gray's risking everything, Plater's risking everything, and Paroxsym's only risking 4,000. Okay, so the final Jeopardy question is, how many ships have at least one Class 1 optional internal slot?
Oh God.
How many ships have at least one Class 1 optional internal slot? Don't go to Coriolis.
Oh man.
Don't go to Coriolis.
Okay, I think I have an idea.
Okay.
Let's go with.
We'll give it. Wait. We're gonna have everybody type it in and then hit enter when we go. Right. So.
I'm just gonna have to guess on this one. I'm not actually sure.
Looks like I've got Plater and Gray Test have answered. Paroxsym, are you ready to go?
Yeah, I just.
Okay, we'll start with Plater. So Plater risks 1,200 points. What's your answer? 16 is unfortunately incorrect. Bringing Plater down to 0. Next up is going to be Gray Test.
No,
Gray
no
Test.
worries, Plater. I'm gonna lose everything as well. You see.
Gray Test at 28 is absolutely incorrect, and you risked 3,400, so you are at 0. Paroxsym, what is your answer? 13. Ooh, so close. That is incorrect as well, bringing you down to 3,800. The correct answer was 10. That would be the Eagle, the Imperial Eagle, Sidewinder, Vulture, Adder, Fer-de-Lance, Hauler, Imperial Courier, Viper, and Mark III, and the Viper Mark IV.
Good stuff.
So there we go, boys and girls.
That was a tough one.
Yeah, I mean that's why I wanted to. I should have done the salt one as the very, very last one, because the salt one was somebody on my chat. We mistyped it. The guy that helped me with this had it written the culture instead of the vulture. Right. So our final total was Ascorbius at -1,100, Plater and Gray at 0, and Paroxsym was our winner, coming in late at 3,800. Although he had a little less risk because he started late, right? Yeah, the culture is a very classy ship. That's great.
Still, I am winner. It feels good,
and
man.
I don't know if any of the guys in my Discord are listening, but a huge thanks to the guys in my Discord, because they not only helped me put all the questions together, a lot of people in the Discord submitted questions, a lot of which I have for another couple rounds, by the way, because, you know, if Ant, Down to Earth, and Yamix don't actually watch this, which I doubt they're going to, in fact, we should tell them not to, we should play it with them and see how they do. Right.
That'll be fun.
So are you saying that the people who helped you to make the questions are the guys who've been helping you to answer them?
No, me? No. My Discord is. I mean, they helped me come up with. I mean, of course, I know the answers because I'm sitting here playing the damn game, right? Like Alex Trebek doesn't get to play the game. He just hosts it, right?
I'm just checking.
So yeah.
I hear shenanigans afoot.
No, it was, and I will say again, big thanks to my guys, because it was a lot of work to come up with that. It took us several. We probably spent 5-6 hours total on it. So, but it was, we had a blast doing it, right? So I knew we'd have a. And what did it take us? We played it for about an hour. Was that all in about how long?
9 days.
Yeah, from when we started.
It was fun though. Thank me. That was fantastic.
Good. I was hoping, like, again, you know, we tend to get so kind of negative on these, right? I figured it was time to do something where we'd all laugh a bit, right?
Yeah, this is good fun.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, feels good, man.
Right, so we've just activated all of the.
Yeah. Did you guys even do anything while we were playing the game, or did you guys just stop and play?
Or were you just sitting at the beacon?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I brought the beacon up on screen, wondering if you guys were going to do anything.
I just jumped back to my home system so I could check my drives and the.
Oh, it won't.
Yeah, what is the answer on that? You know what? Let me go to Coriolis real quick, because.
Oh, actually, okay. What I did is I got 2 numbers messed up, but I'm still half right. Because 46 isn't actually correct.
What is it?
45.6.
Okay, you know what? You're right. You know what? We rounded it up. That's why we did it that way.
Yeah, it rounds. Yeah, I was saying it rounds it up to 146.
Yep. And so again, for those answers, I was getting the answers from Coriolis. So, you know, again, that's just where we were doing the research out of game. And if I look at Coriolis right here, you're right. It rounded up to 146, right? So.
Yeah.
It definitely.
I knew it wasn't 46 flat. I was like, wait a minute.
You know what? I had in my head it was 46.5 as well. But yeah, it's. So what'd you say it was? 45.6 actually.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, looking at it, you're right. It is 45.6. You're right. What was it? We had one other one we debated. What was the other one? Do you remember? Inara.
Oh,
Inra. Excuse me, Inra. Not a,
yeah, I put a link.
Everywhere
to the
it does say intergalactic, like literally everywhere.
Does it? Does it?
Intergalactic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I would argue. I would argue that it can't be intergalactic. We only have one galaxy. But I guess a name is a name, isn't it?
Yeah. There you go. That's the screenshot I just put in.
I was just trying to look through Galnet myself right now.
Oh, the Galnet articles will be ages back. We haven't heard nothing.
Clive agrees.
Clive does agree. He always agrees.
He agrees that it's inter or intra.
Inter.
Okay.
And I should have had those points.
We did debate this. Well, you won anyway, asshat.
Yeah.
Now it's just the point of honor.
All the winners. Yeah.
Yeah, I see you're 45.6. Right, now, what did you didn't say 45.6 though?
No, I said 46.5. So
yeah. So you still had it wrong. And to be honest, when you said 46.5, I actually did think that's what it was. I think that's what I would have answered. All right. Oh, Storm, no, I'm not in Discord right now. I'll jump in our Discord in a second. We did this in the creators Discord, one of my guys. And actually, in fact, Storm, one of my guys that just mentioned in chat, was a big, he was one of the guys that was a huge help in putting this together. I don't know if Tranquil Terror is listening as well. I'm going to give a shout out to him. He's actually the one that found the app that gave us the board for Jeopardy and helped me put it together originally. So, big thanks to him as well.
All right.
Thanks, mate.
Here's a fun question for those of you who have watched any of my stuff and know my Fertilance. Does anyone remember what its total available power is?
Total available power in terms of megajoules?
Or
not megajoules.
How much power does its power plant put out?
Yeah. Pfft, I have no fucking clue. I couldn't even guess. 25 megawatts? It's got to be higher than that.
34.13.
Yeah, okay. No, I would never have gotten that. Boy, I thought my questions were specific. Ascorbius, Plater, are you tongue punching that fart box to grab that key?
You know what? That's one of my favorite phrases. No, I am not. That's Scorb. I was mainly firing a couple of shots across its bow.
I so wanted to put that in my. I wanted to put that in my tutorial video so bad. It's like once it poops out the key, you have to tongue punch the fart box to grab it. I was really close to doing it too.
I'm pretty much ready to call time for my stream. I don't know about you guys.
I am too, actually. Yeah, I'm pretty fucking exhausted. We've been at this for a while now.
Close to where my voice is going to give out.
Same here. Same here. So. Yeah, we can hear the cat actually. And my pup Daisy is sitting next to me, and Daisy wants to go for a walk, so I'm going to take her out. So, well, guys, that was big fun. Yellow lab.
Okay, that's cool. That's fine. I said pug.
Yeah, no.
Wasn't going to let you off. That's fine.
My pup.
Right, Garasu, we're on the content creators stream.
Yeah, and my guys in my Discord, I'm going to jump in on my stream. I'm going to jump into my Discord for just a few minutes before I log out. So I'm going to stick around here for just a few minutes if you guys are around. So
I'll be around for another 30 minutes on this stream, so I'm going to jump into into my Discord. So
see you there,
Garasu, you want to come in there and. Yeah, so I'll see you in there in 1 second.
Yeah.
But thanks again, Exegius.
Of course. Of course, yeah. Next time, we'll have to come up with some kind of prize, right? Like, obviously didn't feel right to give one of us a ship kit or something, right? But we do need to come up with some sort of prize.
You could have done that. That would have been nice. Actually.
Right. Well, or a ship kit that we give away to one of our viewers, maybe something like that, right?
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah,
that would be really cool.
So
yeah, next time we'll do that.
Yeah, absolutely. So, okay, guys, like I said, my stream, I'm going to jump into my Discord. So if any of you guys are around and want to chat, I'm going to head over there for a bit. Otherwise, it was fun today, and we'll catch everybody next week.
All right. You take care, buddy.
See you, gents.